Gotta do this a few times, folks. Waiting on me to start, huh? Hey, where'd it go? I'm streaming, but there I am. Okay. Wasn't sure if I was up. Wouldn't show me. There I am. Sorry about that. Hey, good morning, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majeski back in here. I decided I want to go ahead and just throw in here and just instead of producing video today, I think I want to do a little live. So I'm going to do a little live here this morning, kind of watch this this storm, which is going to be one heck of a humdinger. I mean, pretty good blitz. Last day of winter. When you know the last day of winter, we're going to get probably the biggest snowstorm I think to hit part of this part of the country for the winter. They haven't seen much snow across, especially the middle portion of the country here, where this storm is hitting. Definitely one of those days where it is going to be a fun element. You got the blizzard part of this, and then you got the severe part of this. So you got two different parts of this going on. Hey, well, good morning from Ireland. How you doing? Yeah, I decided to go ahead and get in here a little bit, do a little live weather action here this morning. I figure I'm gonna put in about 4 hours. Go to about noon. I've got to take my father a little bit later to a doctor's appointment, so I wanted to get in here and get in here and do a little weather. But I tell you, this middle part of the country, boy, they're gonna get blasted pretty good here. You got the severe, got one little big bullseye, which is right there in Illinois. That'll be a little bit later today. I think we'll see some action going on in there. And again, EF2 tornadoes I think is possible. Damaging winds, that's going to be the big thing there on that zone. Then we got the blizzard part of this as well. So let's go through the categories real quick, kind of show you the categories, what we're expecting here for today for this part of the country. There you can see the bullseye there running across Illinois, running about 10% there in the yellow. The wind damage there, kind of a bigger threat. Again, the southern part of this line is going to be not as bad. Now, we're very fortunate, folks, that this storm came in so fast on the heels of the other one. We really didn't get a lot of moisture return on the southern end of this, and instability was lacking a little bit here. This is strictly being driven by a lot of dynamics here, so it could have been a lot worse. We had 78 tornadoes over the weekend with that other storm, and this one was right on its heels. So again, there's your hail threat right through there. But we had a couple of warnings here for this morning. You see the one there in Franklin. Let me go back to the local radar here, and I'll drive us over that way. Again, let me know where you're watching from. Janelle, good to see you, Janelle. My regulars, good to see y'all out there this morning. It's so weird. Let me go back to regular radar, standard radar activity mode here. We got this one warning up here right now. 1-inch hail, 50-mile-per-hour winds. Yeah, I tell you, this is a potent system, that's for sure. I mean, it's not the 975 millibar low, but it's a pretty potent system, to say the least. That's going to be dropping in some stuff in here. I'll show you the model data and stuff here in just a second. But we got that one warning right now, and as this thing pokes off toward the east here a little bit later, obviously we're watching this hot zone in here into Illinois. That's going to be the target zone for later today. But as I'm going this broadcast, I might look at some, getting you guys some live looks here across parts of the area, if I can find some decent webcams. So we'll kind of check on that. But check it. Let's go look at the data here. I'll show you the model here. We'll do the high res here. Let me get back over here and pull that up. So here we go. So I mean, this is the 9 o'clock this morning. I mean, look at this heavy snow in here. Just very, very heavy snow in there on the backside of this low. And watch as this thing gets cranking up here. So we get some pretty good snows across Nebraska, Iowa, as this low gets cranking. Here comes those storms flaring up here as we head to the late afternoon hours. Just kind of sliding through there. So you see the lines. So it's a very small window for this weather, about 2 or 3 o'clock, as far as that hot zone, that little hot pocket right there. So you see that little pocket right through there. It's about 2 or 3 o'clock, and then we'll see that the squall lines start to form here behind it, coming down this way. So that'll form as you go to the evening hours. And look at that. I mean, just a pretty good blizzard there, going across very heavy snows across portions of Wisconsin, going up into the UP of Michigan, and it's kind of great sawing out. So the temperature extremes that they're going to see across Illinois in the next 24 hours, they're going to go from kind of spring-like to here's some snow coming across northern Illinois going into it tomorrow morning. So it's going to be a real interesting thing. And then we're going to get a little rain here down my neck of the woods, but not really a whole lot. Not really a whole lot. So anyway, let's go back over to the radar. I didn't put any tags on my broadcast. That was real stupid of me. What that means is the YouTube's not going to show any love. I forgot to do that. Doggone it. I don't know if I can go in there and edit that while I'm broadcasting. I haven't really never tried. Let's see if it'll let me do it. I don't think it will. Well, it might. Let me see. No, I did put them in there. Never mind. I thought I forgot to put them in there. I did. So anyway, yeah, please hit the like button. Yeah, everybody hits that like button. You know the rule. Everybody hits that like button. Everybody hits that subscribe button. I mean, it's a Wednesday morning. I don't know how long a lot of folks are going to come out here on a Wednesday morning and watch something that does just now start to get going. I just decided I was going to do some live stuff here with you guys this morning instead of producing a video today. For those who didn't hear, I'm sure y'all saw the video yesterday. I got scammed on Facebook. Boy, that was not fun. My Facebook page for the North Georgia local is down, but that's the way it goes sometimes. Let's go back over here to Radar Mega here. I want to go back over to the winter side of this. I mean, we're talking the winds around here are. Oh, that was the other thing I forgot. I'm sorry, I'm being real bad AD this morning. Let me go back to the model data real quick. Something I wanted to show y'all. Check this out. Check this out. Like, check out these winds. These winds mean business, man. These are forecast winds right now. Seeing above 50. There's some 60. Here's a 69 right there. Here's a 60 right there. 65. We're talking about some serious winds across Nebraska where that snow is falling. So keep a watchful eye on where that bullseye is right there. And I'll go back over to the radar, and I want to show you the snows there. So you got that kind of winds, and there's also thunder snow in this. There is actually thunder snow in this as well. So switching the radar here, you can see the heavy rain, heavy snows in here, kind of a wintry mix. But the lightning is actually, I'm seeing occasional lightning here and some of this stuff over here. So that's indicating whenever you see lightning and snow, you know you've got some very, very heavy snow falling. And the reason why that works, when you get heavy precipitation like that and it's convective in nature, ice is a very good good channel for electricity. So when you get that going, man, you know you're getting some pretty good heavy snow dumps on this. So it'll be interesting to see what our snow total is going to ultimately be when this thing comes to an end. Hey, if you're checking on through right now, please go ahead and do a thumbs up if you can, and give me a subscribe if you'd like to join the channel and enjoy some updates. A little fun here with us here on the Weather Nerds channel. Soon be rebranded soon. I'm going to be rebranding it to First Alert Weather here pretty in the near future, but maybe. I don't know. I haven't decided because I did launch a separate channel on that. I'm still debating it. I might just keep this one, but as you can tell, I'm very conflicted about it. So anyway, so right now we just got that one warning up there in northern portion of Iowa. I think it just expired. Yeah, it just expired. So that ticker will update here in just a second. So we'll see what goes on for this afternoon as this thing gets going. Got some pretty good storms here. Check these out here just to the west of Des Moines. You get a pretty good idea where that low pressure is you got that really kind of screaming up here from the south, moving north at a pretty good clip there. Looks like that's a pretty good hail in there too. Let me see the VIL on this one. I have a little bit of hail in here. Let's see what the hail is showing. Yeah, got a couple of hailers in there. Got a little hail there, and got a little hail here, a little hailer here. Which makes sense when you get a strong upper level low and a surface low like that. You get some cold air lofts, and it doesn't take a whole lot to bring in that hail. The hail, you say? So this is going to be really weird for me because I'm going to have to keep going back and forth between the winter mode and the other mode. So let's go up here to Sioux Falls radar. So looks like I'm not quite into Sioux Falls, but this is definitely where the heaviest snow is falling. Check that out. All right, kind of falling in between We're talking the northwestern portions. This is the northwestern portions of Iowa. So kind of getting into Sioux City just a little bit. So this is where the heaviest snow is going to be. Again, you got some thunder snow there on the end of it, just a little bit. So that is going to be, going to dump some pretty good snows there. I didn't even look at the new model. Look, I guess I need to go back over there and take a look at that real quick. Let's look at the, let's go look. Let me look at this real quick. Well, I'll leave that there for a second. Let's look at the latest winter weather on this one. Let's see what it's putting out as far as the total snow totals here. And yeah, make sure this is up to date. Is that the 19th? That's the 19th. Yeah, there it is. Woof. Yeah, very, very, very nice. So, I probably need to go in on Iowa. Let's go on. Let me get closer on Iowa here. Hold on. I'll pull this up in a second. Hold on for a second, guys. Let me pull up the state. Let's pull up the state. Yeah, states. And let's go Iowa here. We'll look at Iowa specifically for right now. Iowa. Here we go. There we go. All right. Let's go look at this. So you see that heavy snow's falling right through there. And let's look at the model data here. So there you go. So we're talking getting some here. You got. Let me switch this over to black so you can kind of highlight this a little bit better. Here we go. So you got here's a 9.7. Here's 10.9. Here's 11.7. Here's a 14. Here's a couple 16s down here. Here's 11.4 southern Minnesota. So yeah, like I said, this right now is probably going to be like the heaviest snowstorm that this part of the country has seen pretty much all winter. If y'all recall, one of my updates I did at the beginning of March, I thought it was going to be a very active March, that we were going to have extremes with blizzards and severe weather. It looked like it was in the cards. And we've had, I think this is the third blizzard we've had, and so far. And we definitely have had the multiple, obviously, severe weather events. Obviously, the big one we had was just last weekend. So, but the good news is, beyond this, I think the end of the month, we're not looking too bad as far as any really bad active weather here. So let me go back here to the radar. If you got any questions, by the way, live rail cam Iowa Falls. It has wind and rain. Oh, thank you, Janelle. Yeah, those steel ones out there are pretty good. I'll have to if I bring those cameras up, I'm gonna have to do them on the fly, because I still haven't adjusted this page because it was built on Facebook, and when I put it in studio mode, watch what this thing does. It does something kind of weird. See that it does like that? I've got to realign everything because I was broadcasting YouTube, but I originally made it in Facebook, and I kind of messed it up. So I'll have to do this on the fly if I do this. Let me see if I can find me a good camera up there. Let's take a little look, see if I can find some Iowa snow here. Let's go take a look here. Let's take a look. Let's see if we can do a little snow falling. Let's take a look. Let's see. Iowa cameras. Let's see what we got here. There's Bloomington. There's Duluth. No one listen to y'all. I bet if I do Iowa webcams, that probably would make better sense. Madison looks good. At least that's on the wrong side of the state. That's also on the wrong side of the state. I'm just scanning, guys. There's that rail one you mentioned. Boy, that's a nice crossroad. Muscatine, of course, that's on the wrong side of the state too. So I don't have any cameras on the other side. There's Telluride. That's not bad. There's 13 degrees there in Telluride. Oh. So nothing on there, nothing in that area. I was just checking on that. I was checking on Facebook, or on YouTube, see if they had anything there. But let's go back over to the local. Let me go back on the camera here. Let's go back to reflectivity mode. Oh, yeah, I decided to pull up this broadcast. I decided I'll just change the logo down to the Weather Nerd says down. I left the plate at the top alone, but change this one. That might be a good compromise, I think. Now that I'm thinking about it, first time I thought about it, is to keep the first alert up there. And when I'm doing when I'm doing the simulcast, maybe I make that box to where it is Weather Nerds on one side and the First Alert on the other. Oh, that's an idea. Oh, I didn't think about that. See, this actually turned out to be a smart thing because I got to see it in the process there. This is not bad. Like I said, I just wanted to do a little live here this morning. Oh, there's the satellite imagery, by the way. You kind of see the infrared imagery. You see the heavier cloud tops. Those are not bad cloud tops for low pressure. That's for sure. I gotta take that crawl down. My bad. Let me do that real quick. I'll take that down. Hey, go away, crawl. Not that one. It's that old crawl. Take that down. Here you go. Sorry about that. That was an old crawl. So there's our target zone. That'll be this afternoon. It doesn't look like it's going to be too robust, though, in that area, though. That's going to be the target zone right through Iowa and Indiana. Obviously, the 3 is that enhanced region where they're running about 10% chance to see some tornadoes. I thought EF2 was appropriate looking at the winds. I think the wind field will be pretty good. Hey, before you guys leave out of there, make sure you do the thumbs up thing and do a subscribe if you can. It'd be nice to have you on board. And welcome to the channel. We're just doing a little broadcast this morning, kind of watching this blizzard unload here across the middle portion of the country. And let's see here for my. I don't think I've got the big one on this one, do I? Nope, I do not. I'll have to change that on the fly because obviously I still got still got my watches and warnings on the still in the southeast, but I can change that. I mean, it's real easy to fix. Let me change this real quick. Let me change this. That's my neck of the woods, obviously, where we're expecting some windy conditions. Not expecting much here though. And there she blows. Let me go in here and change the location here. Let's go change this up here to, I don't know, that's where there you go. Got to get an idea. You see, there's the blizzard right now. That'll work for now. So there's the blizzard, the high winds that are expecting in that area, quite a bit. I mean, it's some of these snow totals in here are probably, in that 8 to 12 inch range with 60-mile-per-hour winds. That's just going to do a real doozy on that area. They're like, I'm sure they're going, man, last day of winter and we got to have weather like this? Are you kidding me? I mean, that's just crazy. And what's weird with Iowa being like the transition battleground like it is what you're going to see is obviously this part of the state is getting blasted with the blizzard, and then this part of the state will be getting blasted with some of the severe weather as that gets fired up going in there. So definitely a tale of two seasons just kind of transitioning right through Iowa. For those who don't know, by the way, spring officially begins tomorrow at 5:02 Eastern Daylight Time. 5:02 Eastern Daylight Time tomorrow is the first day of spring. So on the last full day of winter, we get a blizzard. I just think that's really cool and weird, but cool at the same time. So let me see if I can. I need to pull. Probably need to check this one down. Let me. Is this one here? That's Weather Logic. I need to switch this out real quick. So bear with me real quick while I'm updating a couple things. I need to switch this over to. I'll change that over to Weather Tap. I want to switch this over. I was trying a product for another company. And what I was doing was wanted to see what it was like. I gave my feedback. Well, I have not given the feedback just yet, but I'm going to. And basically, what it needs some work. I've got to have the ability to look at some sections and stuff like that. So let's go pull this up real quick. Surface map and current temperature. So there you go. So I can kind of get in here and give you all the big picture here look. So there's kind of a broader look there, so you can get an idea how big of an area this thing is focusing. So there's the low, and it's a 984 low. So that's still a pretty good low. This is like the third or fourth big low pressure we've had so far this March. The last week obviously we had it's a third. The last one we had over the weekend I think got down to 975 millibars. The one before that was 980. This one here is 984, and it could get slightly stronger there. Those are all very strong storms. 984 millibars is equivalent to a Category 1 hurricane, thus the 60 mile per hour winds. All in here, we're getting winds up in here. Let's see here. This is showing winds gusting to 60 miles an hour. Yeah, so we're getting 32-degree temperatures, which is a heavy snow, by the way. Whenever you get a temperature that is close to that freezing, it's all through the depth layer, that's probably the heaviest snow equivalency you can get. So the air's not that dry. So you're getting heavy snow, and on top of that, you're getting the rains as well. So got to watch real close because Omaha is right on the cusp. It looks like it's getting ready to transition over to the heavy snow. So you kind of see on the north side of the town there of Omaha, they're getting ready to transition over to this blizzard because they're definitely getting out into sticks, that's for sure. Let me change this over. I got the counties lit up. I don't want the counties. I want the name, city. I want just the county boundaries. That's all I want. Turn that back on. There we go. So I didn't want that. My bad. But there's our big blizzard. And here's another thing I want you to notice about when you get a good cranking low, and it's so interesting that they did this. So whenever you get a big low pressure system like this that gets cranking, you'll get these that looks like spokes on a wheel. You see them kind of setting out from the center of this thing, and that's usually a very indication of a very strong low pressure system that's very deep and going down. So it's not very unusual to see a setup that with the maybe the over exaggeration of how you display it. You get one cold front boundary. You can kind of look at it a little bit because you look at the. Let me turn that off. Get back here. If you look here at the boundary layers, you look at the temperatures. So out ahead of this thing, we're in the 60s. So it's 63 here. Then you go behind that front, it's 56.43. Then you get behind this front, and it's 36.41. You just kind of just progressively colder behind the system. So you got the cold, dry air kind of dragging you behind that low as it's lifting up to the north. So we're watching the blizzard side of this, obviously, and then we got to watch the severe portion of this, which is going to be right in here. That's going to be our bullseye area for later this afternoon for possible severe weather. Could be some isolated tornadoes. Definitely couldn't rule that out. It's running about 10%. Again, this is not the bad storm like we had over the weekend where we had all the tornadoes. We had 78 of them. So, hey Matthew, sure, we are in full snow now. All right, well thank you, Martha. I'm sorry I didn't see you there. Martha reporting full snow there in Omaha. I need to see if I can find me some Omaha cameras there. Let me turn that crawl off. That's an old crawl, my bad. Let me do that real quick. I just noticed I still have that crawl up. Let's turn it off. There you go. Sorry about that. The new crawl will update whenever there's new warnings and stuff. So y'all in full-blown snow there. Let's go back into Omaha. Let's go a little quick. So we got full-blown snow there going into Omaha right now. And it looks like temperature's on 34. It looks like it's just transitioning there on the radar. You kind of see where it kind of updates right there. So let me see if I can find. That's fine. I know that Omaha's got a good camera because I've used one there before. So let me take a look here. Omaha. Oops. Well, tell me, go to the right page. Such a moron sometimes. My brain don't want to work sometimes. Hey, make sure before you leave, if you're kind of passing through, please give me a like, and if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, that'd be an honor and pleasure to have you on board there too. Omaha webcams. Let's take a look at that. So got to feed the algorithm, man. There is the Lincoln. You can't see very well, but you can see the Falcon crest. Oh, there you go. That's a good camera. Let's use that one. I'll use that. That's a good one to see. So I'll have to switch this camera, so just bear with me real quick. I'm going to find my Lake Lanier camera here. That's, of course, Auburn, so just stand by there for a second. I'm going to switch this out for you. Let's go to... I'll put this in real quick so you can kind of see it. There we go. So you can see some of that heavy stuff. See how it's definitely like blinding location there. So I'm just going to change this real quick. Nebraska. There we go. Now we got a camera. Let's hear it from me. Yes. So you can see that live view up there. That's some of that heavy. We'll keep checking back on that camera, and I might swap it out for a few of them as we go through this afternoon. Let's go back to that regional one here. There we go. Back to me. So again, some heavy snow there. And hey, Martha, how much snow are they expecting there? What are the local forecasters there saying as far as snow cover? What are they expecting for snow totals there in Omaha? Just put it down in the chat. I like to see what your local weather guys are there saying. What are they saying? Like I said, looking at the model day, look like it could be quite a bit. Look like it's going to be quite a doozy of a storm. It's kind of like, so then we got blizzard warnings there, 34 degrees. Let's see, the winds are gusting to 47 in Omaha right now. You know that was pretty good. So looks like up to 9 inches. That's a pretty good range. 5 to 9 inches of snow. At least that's what the Weather Service is putting out for you guys. So that is a humdinger of a storm. I know what those folks up there gotta be thinking. It's like, man, it's like spring's tomorrow, and we're gonna get a blizzard on the last day of winter. That would just blow my mind. As you can tell, I'm easily entertained. Look how much warmer it is down here south of this boundary. We got temperatures here 59, there's 57, 64, 65. Go to the other side of that front, 44, 37, 36, 39 in Des Moines. And what's interesting is you're getting this cold rain and even thunder in this area. You get thunder and lightning in that cold rain, just showing how convective and intense the storm is. Whenever you get a strong low pressure system like this, and you get one cranking as low, and it's layered, which means that you got it kind of tilting back in the atmosphere. Yeah, you're gonna get some good stuff and some good snows on here. Let me see if I can find another camera. I think there's another one in here. That one doesn't look bad. There's another. Oh, that's Lincoln. I'm sorry, that's not Omaha. That's Lincoln. So that's there's another camera here. But boy, you want to talk about whiteout conditions? Oh my Lord, check this one out. Let me show you this one. I'll switch over to this one. And you see that one. I think it's the same look. I think it's the same tower, just a different camera pointing out. Check. Come on, thank you. They talk about whiteout conditions. You definitely see the KETV sky cams. Yeah, I don't try to use the TV ones that often. Sometimes they get mad at you, but I guess I can look. And it's just how quickly I can get it in there. KETV. If their stuff looks the same as what I'm seeing there, which is basically whiteout conditions. Where's the cameras? I see your snapshots. Where are the cameras at? Huh. Yeah, all these are still shots. That's kind of weird. 33. I'm seeing all their cameras, but they're not streaming, unfortunately. They must put those out. They don't want other people to use them. That's what they're. But look at this, just complete whiteout. You can't see jack. Oh my Lord, that is getting a gracious blizzard going on there. Absolutely. Woof. Hey, again, guys, I appreciate you guys checking. If you're passing on through, please do me the favor and just give me a thumbs up and give me a like there. I appreciate you. If you'd like to join the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button while you're at it. Like I said, it was like, do I want to do a live today? I was like, yeah, why not? Let's do a live. Let's do that. Let's do a little bit. Yeah, like I said, turn on about 5 minutes right now. So as you guys are coming through, just do the like, do the subscribe thing. Let me know where you're watching from if you're passing through, besides our regulars here are checking us out. But watching this developing blizzard that's hitting very hard. We got winds of 60 miles per hour, 47 in the last report there I saw there in there across Omaha. Kind of watching this a little bit. Go back over to the local radar here. I'll look at want to watch this. I was actually showing some. It was interesting. Oh, that was the other thing. You notice I just showed you there. It was 38 degrees in here, but then we also had some hail. So you have hail there. You got snow there. I mean, just a very, very diverse system to say the least. Let's go back over to the local radar here. I want to go and do some more scanning here. I mean, this storm up here, I mean, it looks borderline severe. So you see the purple there in Nevada. I bet we got a hailer on that one. Which is, again, as cold as it is, wouldn't be that hard. Yeah, there's your bullseye. I got a pretty good hailstorm going right there. It's probably only about 39 degrees there too. Let's take a look. I can turn on the temperatures real quick. Let's take a look. Yeah, I was close. I said 39. It's 40 degrees. So you got 40 degrees there, and you got a hailstorm right nearby. So that's 40 degrees. Here's the stick right here. 40 degrees, and it's a hailstorm right to the northeast. So we got hailstorms. We got a blizzard. We've got severe thunderstorm warnings. We got a little bit of everything out there. And here's a hail report from earlier. Showed a 1-inch hail here earlier at 5:39 this morning. So we're getting some hailers in with some of these thunderstorms. But interesting to see how the conditions go downhill there across Des Moines as we go through the day. Oh, that's okay, Janelle. You don't have to. You do not have to. You don't have to do that. That's fine. No, I'm good today. Like I said, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'm still mentally recovering from the abuse that I had with the scammer that I had over the weekend. It really took me off my game. Yesterday I kind of got back into my normal groove a little bit with my weather updates, and today I did my normal stuff, but instead of posting on Facebook, I used my other outlets that I did. So, and today instead of doing a video, we're doing a live coverage here this morning on the storm. So, trying to get back in the groove. And I got to take my father this afternoon, so I was like, let's just spend the morning and take a look at some of this stuff. So, 30s up here. But I tell you what's interesting is look at the sharp divide here. You can see where the heavy rain is in here and the stormy stuff, and then here where all the snow is. It shows up very nicely. Well, not even having to switch over to the winter precipitation mode. I mean, obviously it's easier to do that. So when I switch over to weather mode, you kind of see that. So there's a bit. It's lighting up transitioning. I'm not sure how much of this is actually wintry mix or how much of it is actually snow. The Sioux Fall radar's got where the heaviest snow shows up very nice. Yeah, the Sioux Fall radar's got a very good showing there. And that dark blue is just very heavy snowfall. So some of that, and you get some of that thunder snow. You see that right in there? It's going a little closer. So you get in there, Ida Grove and Sac City, and so what typically happens is you get some of this thunder and lightning in here with the snow. You're talking about snowfall rates getting upwards of over 1 inch an hour, easily. Easily. Go back over this. So I'm kind of interested, watching that line starting to shift down here a little bit. So you see that dividing line is starting to move a little bit as the low is pulling off this way. Snow in Kansas. I mean, it goes all the way back. Let me go back here to the interactive mode here. Oops. Oh, well, dummy, clear it out. Gotta take it off my. God, you can't move the doggone thing if you're going to sit there and keep messing with the painter. So the snow actually goes all the way back, getting a little bit back over toward, obviously back over here toward Colorado. Got a little bit of snow here. Well, all the way back here toward the western portions of Kansas. So it's just swinging through Kansas right now. And, going to go through Marathon and come on through there a little bit later. That big thing keeps moving. Do-do-do-do-do. Make sure y'all hit that like button before y'all leave, please. I appreciate it. Give me a like. Give me a subscribe. Make sure you show the YouTube algorithm some love. You got to give it some love, because if you don't give it love, it don't like me. And I know it's got not really the classic day to be doing a live, but I figured, what the heck, why not? Why not? Let's go back over to the one thing I do want to show. Let's show that you see that picture right there. That's the satellite imagery. I do want to show you guys. I'll show you that wind forecast here. And I'm going to update this real quick. It's on. Let me get the latest model data here. Here we go. All right, there's the latest right there. So here are the winds with this thing. This thing kind of blows on through, so you kind of see the wind path, and this leaves. Well, this gives me the gust swath. So what this is showing me is where the heaviest winds are going to be here over the next several hours. So this is 8 o'clock, and we'll take this all the way up to early this afternoon, say up to 4. Look, I got a wind gust here showing up at 73 miles per hour. Look at that. Right there in Nebraska. Almost hurricane force winds here. A lot of 60s. Quite a few 60s out in the middle of that. Just quite a bit. I guess that's a little big. Let's go a little bit smaller. There you go. So it's just a very good, very large wind. Hopefully that, I'm not sure about the power outages. I probably need to check on the power outages if getting winds like that. So we can go back over to, the local. Go back to the local radar and let's check out the power outages real quick. See if they've had reports of any in that area. Because you get winds blowing like that, it's going to be problematic. So let's see here. Let's go to state power outages. Let's see what we got. Yeah, we got some. So 18,000 out in Nebraska right now. Boy, be stuck in the cold with that. Kansas is reporting 26,000. So that's not bad. Yeah, we definitely got some power outages for this. Colorado's got 8,000, and Iowa's only got 4,000. South Dakota's fine, obviously, but Iowa's got 4,000, and they're okay there. So we're starting to get power outages there in Iowa. We got quite a bit there in Nebraska, 18,000, and we got 26,000 already into Kansas. So we're definitely seeing the wind's impact on the power grid. Definitely causing some issues there. Oops, that's the lighting. So we'll check on that a little bit later. But we're definitely getting some power outages in that area. Let's go back to basic reflectivity here. And turn the hourly off here. Let's switch back to the. So I'm going to see if any of these other storms start to light up severe or not. All right. All right, just checking the. I want to check. I'm checking with the SPC here as far as what their forecast timing, if they got anything just right now. Just kind of looking. I got the best discussion on the blizzard on part of this. Yeah, blizzard. That's definitely a good large blizzard. I mean, we're talking from Iowa all the way down into Kansas. That's definitely the ground zero here for a lot of that heavy activity going on. Right there from Kansas all the way up through Iowa. And yeah, just a couple counties into Minnesota, but generally right through there, right there at orange. And you got the high wind warnings up in that kind of that tan color. That's the high wind warnings because of all the high winds in that area. So we got the blizzard part of that, and then you got to watch for this. They got to watch for the severe part of this later this afternoon. I think it's going to be a tight window for that stuff there in Illinois. Very short window, I think. Shouldn't be anything too widespread though. Not that I'm not expecting that. God. I've heard of if that's not the definition of whiteout conditions, I don't know what is. I mean, that's unbelievable. It could be. I mean, that's You could typically, this is the Eagle Cam there, you can typically see the city and everything on this camera very well, but that could be in the cloud. I don't know how high that is. It can't be that high, but I think that's just straight out whiteout conditions of the snow, I think. Could be up in the clouds there a little bit. I'm going to switch over to the other camera here in a second. Let me go back here. Let's go back. Omaha. Let's see. That's Lincoln. No, that's the same one. That's yeah. They just moved that one. Yeah, it's just complete whiteout. That's all it is. All there is to it. Straight whiteout conditions. Hey, before you guys leave, if you're passing through on the channel, I first want to say welcome aboard. Glad you're passing through here. I'm kind of watching this blizzard right now. That's coming into Iowa right now. Oops, let me take that down. If you do me a favor, let me know where you're watching from, and leave me a comment, and if give me a like before you leave at least. If you can subscribe, that'd be great. Love to have you on board. Let me go back over here to my radar here, and I'm gonna switch back over to winter mode here. So the best look here from the cameras is Sioux Falls has got the best looking view with the winter precipitation. So this is where the heaviest snows are falling up to this way, right down toward Omaha, which is right in the transition zone. But we've already got reports. We've had a couple of viewers that have chimed in and said, no, we've gone over to all snow, although it's still showing up as a bit of a mix here on the north side of Omaha. Definitely very, very heavy in here. Also getting thunder snow being reported in multiple locations. So we get thunder snow, you know we get some heavy returns here. Let's go to the so I'm doing a composite here, so kind of look at everything here. This is the composite view. So pretty. I would say, how many miles across is that? That's probably looking at. Let's see here, because this is a composite. So we're looking at about 115 mile wide path there where the heavy snow is going to be. And right now, looking at what I'm seeing onto this, the heavy snow path appears to be right through here. Right now, that's where the heaviest snows are falling. Probably falling about an inch an hour or so. So the forecasts were between like 5 and 9. Some of the model data on the high resolution was going even higher than that, so up to a foot. And I wouldn't be surprised if we get some close to 12. I know there was some out there was showing like 16. I don't think I'll go quite that high. But 10, 12 inches, I think, on an individual local scale would not shock me. The problem when you get trying to get snow depth out of something like this, when you get the wind that's blowing at 60 miles per hour, it's kind of hard to get a good accurate reading on the actual snow total. It can be very difficult. Got the new, I forgot to turn that thing back on. So let's go back over to reflectivity, and you always see how fuzzy the radar looks. Go back to local radar here, see what it's like. Been watching this area in here so far for this morning. We've had a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings through here already, and just kind of seeing if we're going to have any additional warnings that'll flare up. I think we'll probably get some as we head into the afternoon hours for sure with some more daytime heating. Hi, Martha. Hail and sleet, thunder and lightning, and now waiting for the snow transition. So that's what y'all were getting earlier. That's reported out of Omaha, by the way, and really diverse. Like I said, we've had hailstorms in here. We've had one inch hail. The temperatures sitting up in here are sitting out. They're sitting. Whoop, not there. Sorry, let me get this going here. They're sitting in and around the upper 30s to right around 40 degrees. So it's interesting that kind of weather with thunderstorms and heavy rain and hail with temperatures like that shows you just how convective this storm is, which means it's very intense. This is what you call, you see the two different types. So here's a little radar class for you. You see how fuzzy this snow this looks like. This is all snow right in here. You can see all that, and then you see the convective nature of the rain out ahead of it. See the differences in the two radar. Oh, sorry, we do it over here. You see, this is all snow. You see how fuzzy that looks, right? And then you see on this side, see how sharp the radar imagery looks. That's because the way the radar beam interacts with snow and how it interacts with the rain is a little bit different. So the droplets obviously a little bit better. You get a better bounce back from the radar. When you're dealing with snow and obviously you're dealing with the crystallization, it's just a completely different look. But that right there is that's a textbook look right there of snow and rain in that area. Oops, turn that off. We'll keep bouncing back that camera every now and then just to kind of see what's going on. I'm sure it's continuing to look white out. Can't see check. We could see something there earlier. That was so weird. We could actually see what was going on there. What's interesting down where I'm at here in northeast Georgia, we're expecting about 78 degrees and mostly sunny skies down this way. Definitely a little bit different day. Let's go like this. There we go. So. It's still showing 984. I guarantee if I was sitting underneath that low pressure right there, I'd be getting me probably having a big headache right now. Either way, usually if I get a intense low pressure or intense high pressure, I usually get a screaming headache. But it's 42 degrees in Des Moines. And they're dealing with that heavy rain and some hailers in there too. Then we'll get with the cold portion of this. They're Denson's at 32, Columbus it's at 32, 33 near Fort Calhoun, and Omaha is right on the transition zone right there. Look how warm this is out ahead of there. This is just really, you got 65 degrees right there in St. Joseph's. 65. And just a few miles up the way there, not that far, it's 37. Big sharp divide there. Is Boone going to get hit? Where Boone is that? Which Danielle? I'm on my brain fart. Where's Boone at? Is that Boone, Indiana? Help me out, Janelle. Heck, we do a lot of our analysis just from right here. Do a little bit of our analysis right here. Okay. Okay. You are in. Why was I not thinking you were in Iowa, man? I don't know. That's crazy. I'm just kind of checking. You got 37 degrees right now. Yeah, I think you're pretty good set that you're going to get there. Yeah, absolutely. Just north of Des Moines. I mean, you're in that blizzard warning. You're just on the. It's not the Des Moines is just to your north, so. But it's real close. Close enough. Yeah, Boone's 37. And your snow, let's see. Snow comes in tonight, but they're not expecting a lot. So they're expecting maybe not a whole lot of snow for you guys. So if the track shifts at all, but I don't. Right now it says daytime less than a half inch, and then less than a half inch tonight. So they're not expecting that snow line to come far enough south. It's just to your north there, but your winds, 65 mile per hour winds. I mean, geez Louise, man, you might lose some power regardless of that. So let's go into where is, oh. Yeah, it looks like you're probably gonna stay all rain, which I guess is good unless you don't get buried in a blizzard. I wouldn't want it. Now, the thing you do need to watch out for, Janelle, is you're probably going to continue to have opportunities for heavy rain shafts as well as some hail. That's definitely going to be in the cards for you there, just to your north. So you see those heavy storms there coming from the south. So don't be surprised if you see, maybe dime-sized hail coming up your way. Yeah, I got you. Always good to look ahead, that's for sure. But you definitely got some hail coming your way. Potentially with some of those storms just to your south. Hey Janelle, how's the winds looking outside your window? What are the wind reports? What does it look like as far as the wind? Is it howling there bad? I bet we're getting a lot of wind in there. Again, make sure if you're coming on through on the YouTube channel, please give me a like before you leave. Give me a subscribe if you can. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I'd appreciate that. Keeps the algorithm happy. Got to keep the algorithm happy. So if you're just chiming in, we're doing some live coverage this morning, kind of watching this blizzard / severe weather event for today. So please give me a like, give me a subscribe if you can, as we're kind of watching what develops here with the system. I plan on doing about probably about 3 hours or so coverage this morning, kind of watching this. Hey puppy, come here. Let me show you off to everybody. Come here. Here is Oliver the weather dog here. This is Oliver. How you doing, Ollie? I'll say hello to everybody. He's a 13-year-old Jack Russell. And usually he gets his car ride, but it's a little early for that right now. Okay, here we go. Get on down there. That's my little dog. He about 10:30 he'll come over and give me a lot of goo eye because he likes to get in his car ride every day. About 10:30 I take him out and he gets his car ride, looks around, he gets his little stick of cheese from the store, and that makes his day. So that's my old puppy. That's all I call him. I said, "You my old puppy." Yeah, it looks like just transitioning over to Oklahoma. 34 degrees. Yeah, that's probably the worst condition. 34 degrees with a cold rain. That is my definition of absolute misery. I mean, if it's going to be that cold, it better be snowing. But 34 degrees and cold rain, ugh, just a nasty. But they should be going over to, as this thing progresses a little bit further east, and it's slowly, and I do mean slowly, kind of moving this way. So as this low begins to pull this way, we should be able to pull some of that cold air into Omaha itself up that way. I was kind of surprised my little scam video got 62 views yesterday, which is actually good considering it wasn't weather related. I was kind of surprised at that. I want to look at these storms here in Iowa. I'll go over to the local radar. Those are looking really intense on the composite. It's looking pretty intense. So I want to look here at the radar Omega. So let me go switch over real quick. We'll switch radars here. Go here. Yeah, those are looking pretty. That's got some hail in there for sure. Wow, look at that near. See the purple shot up in there? That's got some pretty good hail in there. Absolutely. Yep, pretty good. Pretty good hailer right there, just south of Adel and Waukee. Gonna pull up in there. Probably gonna hear that quick 1 inch hail. That's gonna be a little aggravating all morning long. You're getting these conditions where you're getting one hailer after another hailer after another hailer as this convection continues to fire up and wrap around that area of low pressure. Go give me another drink. Ugh. That's a humdinger. Let me go check. While I'm sitting there, let me look at the. I think the 11Z's coming in real quick. Let me look at this. 12Z's actually starting right now. Yeah, it's almost 9 o'clock. Yeah, but I do have the 11. So let's look at this. I think it's backed off a little bit. Oh, it's 12, so you get back to 11 to me. Wow. I'm gonna have to go to regional view. Hold on. Let me go to regional. Let me go to regional. I'll bring up the snow total in that area. Let's see. I guess north central would be about right. Would that be about? No, it's still too far south. Looks like I have to use the central. So let's pull this up. I'll show you. So here's the snow totals right now. This is the late. Oop, not that one. My bad. Here we go. So we took that down. All right, here we go. All right, so here, watch as this goes on through. So you got that heavy, that pink is getting above 8 inches. So we're looking at that nice path there. Again, about 100 miles wide on that path, going right through, very close to Omaha, obviously, around the edge there. And it pushes on up into areas of Wisconsin and then moves up to the northeast. So we got, again, this part of the country, I'm telling you, they have not seen that much snow here this year. This will probably be, for a lot of people, the biggest snow that they've had this year. They just have not had a whole lot of it. It's been a bit of a donut hole as far as snow this winter. And on the last day of winter, they get a nice little event here. I'm gonna take this out beyond. This was the 6Z right here. So, and look at what's interesting is they're gonna deal with severe weather in Illinois, and then going into tonight, they're going to get some snow. So we're going to get some snow coming out on the back side of this as that comes on through. Hey, G-Pro, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Yeah, I decided I want to do a little live this morning for a few hours, just kind of watching this blizzard come up. Good to see you. So let me go back to. So there you kind of see the big picture here as this kind of comes on through. And even what's interesting is when the system goes on by, we're going to get a little snow here, even into some snow flurries here, even into the mountains. Yeah, even in the North Georgia mountains where I'm at, near where I'm at, may actually see a few snow flurries in there too as this races on in tomorrow. But that's our snowstorm. You know, it's interesting. I had somebody, when I posted my video a couple days ago, I was saying that, you know, I wasn't too sure if it was going to be a blizzard or not. I knew it was going to be close. I said it could be a blizzard, it might be just a little short. We'll see. But then as we got closer, it was clearly looking like we were going to get a little more with it. So it definitely picked up a little bit. But I was posting down Georgia, like, oh, you're just hyping, you're just clickbaiting. I said, no. I said, we're looking to have a pretty decent snowstorm on the last day of winter. You know, 8 to 10 inches of snow. That's not hyping nothing, especially when it's just 2 days out. No. It's so what's so weird to me is just how people have taken weather and it's gotten so personal for everybody. I'm like, come on, folks. I'm just here to forecast. I'm here to get some good information out to everybody. And, I understand there's a lot of vile out there, especially on TikTok. There's some really TikTokers out there who really go over the top with some of that stuff. I just wish they wouldn't do it. But boy, don't these almost look like spiral bands on a hurricane? No, that looks a little bit like a spiral, the spiral effect with a hurricane with this stuff. We actually had an area disturbed weather 2 days ago out in the middle of the Atlantic that the Hurricane Center put out. I was like, it had like a 10% chance of forming. I thought that was so weird to see. Hey G bro, you know the drill, man. Make sure you do a like there on the page. Gotta do the like thing, man. Make sure you give me the like. We're up to 9 likes now, which ain't bad for 50 viewers. We had 50 views this morning, and we're averaging about 6 minutes, so that's not too bad. So make sure y'all leave that. Make sure you get the likes. Make sure you do the subscribe thing and leave me a comment. And if you're the normal viewers, you guys already know what you got to do. So let's go back to. So hey G bro, just to show you if you didn't see this all that orange is the blizzard. Basically from Kansas, Nebraska, and into Iowa, a couple of counties there in Minnesota. But that's our blizzard target zone right now. And there's the big blizzard right there, which I'm gonna have to update that. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna have to reload that thing. WeatherTech gets a little bit irritable sometimes. I don't know why. I've used them for years. They've been one of my main services going back to 2005. It's been a very long, 2006. I've used them a lot of years. So sometimes it likes to drop off an image, and I hate when it does that. So 984. Wait for. I also don't like the fact that you got a lot of these weather sticks are down here. See, they're saying 0. It's not 0 degrees. It's because the stick's down. You gotta watch some of this stuff starting to fire up down in here. Seeing a little bit of stuff starting to fire, but again, Illinois is gonna be the bullseye for today. For those who don't know, and I see we've got some folks chiming back in, we're dealing with a blizzard here. That's the first side of the storm. And then we've got a bullseye for the second part of the storm, which is basically coming into Illinois a little bit later this afternoon. Looks like around 3-ish or 2 or 3 o'clock this afternoon. It doesn't look like it's going to be a huge outbreak, but there's a possibility of that as it kind of goes into Indiana. So 60-mile-per-hour winds, a possibility of a couple tornadoes in there, not out of the question in that region, but it's all part of the big storm system there as this blizzard that's pounding portions of Nebraska and Iowa and Kansas right now, kind of transition. So on the last full day of winter, we're getting a freaking blizzard here and severe weather here coming out at the same time. So there is our big blizzard there. So before you guys leave out on the channel, please give me a like, give me a subscribe if you can. Again, as we're kind of watching this developing situation here, kind of go here for a couple more hours as we kind of watch this. So I will definitely say that compared to what I was seeing yesterday with the mob, that this thing really kind of spurted up a little bit, got a little stronger. With what was anticipated, the pressure coming down to 98. The European was around 984 about 2 days ago, so it wasn't too far off. So I'm going to go back. I'm watching the 12Z data come in right now, so I'm going to watch this pretty closely. I think I might be close enough to start. Yeah, I got more than enough now to kind of do the hourly on this. So let's go to not central. Oops. Let me get this ready for y'all. There we go. Let's look at the. I'm gonna make sure I got the type in here. So I can break down this timeline for you here. Let me get this backed up today. So it's 9 o'clock. We're 9 o'clock right now. So we're gonna leave right there at 10. So Switch back over to the radar here. I'm gonna take that down. There we go. All right. So clearly see a very sharp divide. Right now, you look at this current setup. You just see a lot of heavy snow in here. Predominantly snow, but this is going to change as this thing pushes off toward the east. So watch that timestamp there. There's 11 o'clock. There's 12. And you see some of this heavier stuff in here start to fire in there. That's the target zone watching this afternoon. There it goes right there. So 4 o'clock. See that right through there. So 4 o'clock this afternoon. See it kind of firing up. Then it comes into Chicago. So you're talking, and then we got a squall line starts to form right there, heading towards 6, 7 o'clock tonight. So it kind of pulls on through. But that thing will be weakening right there at that time. So that's how many I've got so far there on the 12Z. So that's just that data is still coming in right now. But that's as far out as I can go with this right now. But boy, getting some heavy snow through there. I tell you, I'll be glad when I'm able to get my other Facebook page back. I don't know when that's going to happen, but what I had to do with Facebook, I had to give them copies of my identification, ID. I had to write a formal letter in my business letterhead, which I really didn't have. I had to build one, so I had that. Hey, Woody Wood, good to see you there. Welcome on board. Over my head education. You're in Newnan. Hey, y'all watching from Newnan. Hey, how you doing there? Down here in my neck of the woods, down in Georgia. How you doing? Well, I can tell you what Woody is in. You're gonna have a great day today, 78, but tomorrow you're gonna be lucky to stay. You're probably in the 50s. We're not gonna warm up. Then we'll warm up going to the weekend down here in Georgia. So I've got 2 YouTube channels now. I've got this one, which is the Weather Nerds, kind of my national one, and then I've got the new one I set up for the North Georgia First Alert, which is kind of just getting its infancy, just getting started. So, but it's going back to my Facebook being taken down. I had to give them my ID. I had to give them a letter. I had to explain everything on how it went down, what occurred. I had to give them proof that it was business, so I had to give my LLC statement. I had to give them my website snapshot, what the page looked like, all that in there. I mean, it's a friggin' weather page. You got my picture right there. You get to see me. How hard can that be? But the way Facebook tells you, well, I have to give this to our review team to look at your documentation to authenticate. It's your page. So that's what happened with that. So we're averaging about 7 minutes right now. That's not bad. Good coverage, guys. Again, we're up to 10 likes. I like that ratio. If you can do like 10 likes to every 50 views, that's not bad, actually. That's pretty good. So make sure you get that like and that subscribe and that comment stuff. So like Woody Wood just did, leaving a comment makes the algorithm happy. Boy, it shows up so nice in there. I want to zoom in on that. So funny, you can really get a good see there on the satellite imagery where that center of circulation is, which looks like it's right about there. So you get these bands that are coming up in here, almost coming over the top of that colder air and lifting almost like a boundary, and it's firing up those thunderstorms in that area. Well, the whiteout conditions are continuing. Yep. Heck, this looks even worse. Every time I check that camera, it looks a little worse. Complete whiteout. Hey, probably low clouds too. So it's very different. But I'm noticing this is starting to look a little white, looking a little whiter here. I think it's some snow sticking to the pole over there. All right, let's see here. Anyhow, if anybody got any questions, just post it there in the chat. I kind of keep going through here. Go back to local radar here. Go back to radar Omega. Yeah. Clear this thing out. That's a pretty good halo there. Woo. Check out the Ville. Yeah. Got a pretty. Looks like a pretty good little halo just went through the Dallas Center there. And as fast as these things are moving, it's going to be like you hear the hail fall, lasts just a few seconds, and then it's gone. You know, maybe a couple of minutes, not a few seconds, maybe a minute or so. Oops. Thought I see this was. I was checking the wind gusts in that area. Let's see. Here we go. Oh, I'm on the right one. Yeah, there. Looking to see. Yeah, 60. Look at a lot of the wind. A lot of the wind showing up in that area, or especially where the snow is falling, is about 60 miles per hour. That's going to cause some problems. And what's funny is that the outlook has just come out. It looks like everything begins to warm up here pretty soon as we go later into the month. I'm ready. This was kind of a pretty decent winter. I mean, I'd say here for the country, and I'm so ready for spring. Got a new scan coming out. I guess I'll let that scan through first. So looking at the radar beam, I mean, it's such a sharp dividing line. You clearly this is the snow line. This is very nicely. It gets all rainy over here. That's the snow line. Even got some lightning in there. There's some thunder snow. Hey, has anybody seen that video? It was compiled from an event probably 10 years ago, I'd say it was. With Jim Cantori's reaction to thunder snow. If you haven't seen it, you gotta play it. You gotta play it. Oh, heck, I might even play it. The fact, and I can do that because I used to work with Jim. Jim and I used to work at. I worked at the weather. That was one of my first weather jobs. Was at the Weather Channel. And let's see. Let's see, where was this at? Let's see. This was, yeah, it was 10 years ago. So I think it was definitely a Great Lakes event. So yeah, let's watch this together. I'll put this up. This will be pretty cool. I gotta make sure my audio is up there first. So hold on a second. So I will put this in here. Make sure my audio is up real quick. Yep.
Yes, we got it, baby! We got it! We got it! Woo! Woo! We got it!
This is from 10 years ago.
Listen to that! Listen to that! Oh, baby!
And these are the conditions that they're getting there
Oh, again! That's a twofer! That's a twofer, baby! Yes!
This is the kind of conditions they're seeing there.
Twofer, baby!
This was a lake effect snow event, but still.
Yes! Yes! Again! That's a freak! baby! Counteract!
I love this video. It's classic.
Oh my God!
This is not Omaha, Nebraska. This was, I think this is in New York. Or is it- no, this is Boston. I'm sorry, Boston. It was Boston. Boston. It was Boston. It was Boston. Winter Storm Neptune in New England coast. So it was a nor'easter.
You can have your $500 million jackpot in Powerball or whatever the heck it was, but I'll take this, baby. Four lightning strikes, 4 episodes of Thunder Snow. I can hear thunder, so we had another one. So we actually had five strikes, 5 thunder. This is just a total change. Literally within an hour. Was that another one? Was that? Oh my god, dude, that's number 6. You gotta be kidding me. Dude, I'm telling you, this is Chicago. Push down, this is Chicago all over again.
Oh, it's
We're
like
just
Chicago.
sitting in the middle of it.
That's the end of it. That was the end of it. I wanted to show that. That's pretty funny. Let me get back over to that camera real quick. But yeah, that was 10 years ago. But that's the kind of weather that they are getting there in Omaha right now. Is they're getting that kind of look right now. Oh well, the Omaha. All right. We got that camera back up. Looks like they got a break. Let's go. Yeah, they got a break there. I looked like it had shifted to the north when I looked at the last image, and I think they're getting a break right now. Finally got a little bit of a break there in Omaha. Yeah, there you go. That's a little better. I think the camera may have been tilting upward so that would explain why it was looking so. I was like, oh god, they get that kind of whiteout condition, but we are seeing the snow there. But it was a lot heavier earlier. Whoops, sorry. All right. Go to local radar here, but yeah, there you go. So it looks like to me that boundary had not quite shifted. It was coming into town, then it kind of shifted back to the north there. So it's still snowing there, but it does. So as I go in on town, and south on Hawaii, you can see where it's kind of it's definitely a transit. See how mixy it is in there? It's kind of a big mix. It shifted over to snow briefly, but that looks like it's gone back up to just kind of a mix right through there. Hey, Will Beavers. Hey, good to see you. Hey, welcome aboard. We're doing a little weather coverage here for this blizzard that's hitting the country and severe weather up in there. Good to see you there. Welcome to checking us out today. Hey, Will, make sure you give the thumbs up, man. And you left a comment, which is great. And I know you're already a subscriber, so appreciate you. But make sure you leave. Let's go to the composite here. And I'm going to go over to winter weather mode. So yeah, Omaha still on that. Looks like the low's got to shift a little bit further. It's kind of in that transition, right? We're kind of making that loop a little bit. So they're kind of still in that trend. They should go over a little as this low heads toward Kansas City. This heavy precipitation here will start to drift this way. So yes, give me the thumbs up. Yeah, make sure you you like the video, man. I appreciate that. Absolutely, that's the key. We are up to 11 likes. There you go. Way to go, Will. You got the like in there. But the thing I was showing there with the Jim Cantore video was the fact that we are getting some thunder snow in this. Now to see it, I've got to go to the single radar mode. Like when I go over here to Des Moines. So I'll give you an example of this when I look at the winter weather mode here. So I'm not sure if this is snow or if it's a mix, but you're seeing the lightning in there with that. Let me switch over. I think the other radar coming from the other side was looking a little bit better. Yeah, there it goes. So yeah, so you see the lightning in here with the snow return. So we're seeing still see some of that thunder snow actually all up in this storm. But to go back to Jim's excitement, what made it so unique was to get 1 or 2 thunderstorms in a specific location is like you said, like winning the lottery. So see, having 5 or 6 in the same event in the same few hours of coverage that he was doing, that was just absolutely amazing. So that was Boston. For some reason, I thought it was Buffalo, but it began with a B. I knew it began with a B. But that's one of my classic Jim Cantore stuff. For Jim's nickname in the Weather Channel, they call him Chief, and the story on that was when he was a young meteorologist there, first starting back way back in the day in the 80s. He was very knowledgeable at his time, so he kept. I think it was like the lines of where one of the forecasters was giving a briefing and he kept interrupting or asking or whatever the heck it was, but and the guy said, "Well, who do you think you are, the chief, like the chief meteorologist?" And Chief kind of stuck, and Chief was his nickname from that point on. But he's a very good guy. I'm not sure how much more he's going to be working on, if he's going to be retiring soon. Tell you, when he does retire, it's going to be a bit of a transition, that's for sure. Because I just don't know where TV is going as far as the whole broadcast thing when it comes to weather and stuff. Obviously, the channels like this one and the big behemoth ones out there, that's more and more people are watching that kind of stuff. So I know the Weather Channel is probably going to be starting to do a lot more of the social media stuff. Does anybody know if they're actually? I've never looked, never even tried to look. If the Weather Channel has actually started streaming out on YouTube when they're doing their severe weather coverage, I honestly don't know if they're doing that yet. I've got to believe it's coming. If they haven't started, they're idiots. They should be doing that now. They should not be waiting on that. So far, guys, for those who don't know, we've had a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings here in Iowa already, but the main stuff's coming on later this afternoon. This looks like sometime at 3 or 4 o'clock. They're going to watch that bullseye here a little bit later today. If I get back in time later this afternoon, I might do a little more coverage and just kind of see what's going on with that, to see how that's developing. It shouldn't be again, we're not talking about anything like we had over the weekend. We had some 78 tornadoes over the weekend with the storm systems that hit out there in the plains and then obviously in the southeast. But obviously Missouri and there were a couple of deaths I know in Alabama they had. But I think that total was about I think the last one I saw was like 21, I believe. But 78 totals was the total. So hopefully we don't get any more events like that. But unfortunately, we got a lot of spring to go, so we're going to see more of this for sure. So 984. And we're up to 11 likes. So make sure you do the like there if you're passing on through. We're averaging about 7 minutes and 38 seconds on the viewership. Very nice for this afternoon. And if you're passing through, please just leave a like. And if you subscribe, that's great. If you're already a follower, subscriber, I already appreciate you. Thank you very much. But yeah, better luck this afternoon when we actually got some actual severe weather going on. I'm kind of just watching how this blizzard's evolving right now. Hey, give me 1 second. I'm going to get me another drink. I'm going to mute my microphone for a second, and I'll be right back. I'm not going anywhere. Stay Talking about my mailman came by. I want to get the mail real quick. And of course, it's all junk mail. Why can't I get a fat check to come on in? Hey, thanks, Will. I appreciate it. I always appreciate a share. I definitely appreciate a share. I always appreciate that. We actually have good coverage covering the stuff, the storms that were coming into Atlanta the other night. Called the tornado that dropped in through Paulding County. And I was like, why isn't it putting a warning on that? And I was like, and then it came out, and it was what was interesting was that track was from south to north. It was riding along the boundary, which is very typical for tornadic cells that are riding along a squall line. And I think it was rated as an EF1, high-end EF1, 100 mile per hour winds. But right over the town of Dallas in Georgia. All right, let's go here and do a little investigation. Let's start looking. So we got a lot of snow here on the backside. Pretty light, temperatures low 30s. Good snow water content, that's for sure. So the darker the blue you see, obviously the heavier the snows. Grand Island sitting at 29 with some heavy snows. York at 32. Lincoln should be getting some snow in there, but I didn't see anything showing up on the camera there. And they're right on the dang-gum boundary. If this thing would move a little bit. There's one in Lincoln, I know, but last time I was looking, I couldn't find one. Let's see here, Lincoln. See if I can find something in the Lincoln area here. I can't see very well. Guys moving the camera around and I can't not see. Ooh, excuse me. Pardon me. I mean, pulled the camera out. Hard to see that lens very well. But here I can show this camera. Let me go switch this over. That was Omaha, Nebraska. I know it says Omaha, but you see the snow. Now the snow's picking up there. Now that's looking a lot better than it did earlier. So starting to see it starting to fade there in the background. That right there is Omaha, and this is down into Nebraska here. This is the Nebraska camp. This is Lincoln. Turn that. They got their audio. They got their. But you see the snow falling, a little ice on the camera there. So this is up. This is in Lincoln, Nebraska, just the southwest of Omaha. So they're getting some pretty good snows here. The winds are going to be the big thing that's going to howl through there for the rest of the afternoon. Go back to the regional here. All right. Oh, they did update this. All right, so it looks like we bottomed out. I just noticed they updated. So they've updated the position of the low. The pressure on the last update was 984. Now it's showing 986. Whenever you see, this is called an occluded front. Whenever you see that purple occluded front, what that means is that the low has maxed out. So it's not, it shouldn't get any stronger. It may hold its own for a little while. So the pressure's come up a couple of millibars from 984 to 986, which is still pretty intense. It's still like equivalent to a Category 2 hurricane here. So this thing's starting to press on. Now it's sitting over just to the north of St. Joseph in Missouri. I actually applied for a weather job there years ago when I was first looking to get into TV. I was disappointed. I was in the running and I didn't get it, but that would have been nice. That was a kind of a nice area. Looks like the heaviest stuff has definitely moved north of Des Moines right now. I'll go back over to the local radar here. Whiteout conditions. Let me see here. And what's interesting is you look at something like Fort Dodge, which is sitting right on the cusp there. You get lighting all around there, heavy rains, temperature sitting at 33 degrees. Oh, that's got to be miserable. Yeah, it's right on the cusp. So St. Louis there, and there's the Omaha one there. Yep. Just kind of checking. I'm comparing the different radars just to kind of see where the snow is lining up and where the rain is. So this is like Omaha. Omaha looks like they're transitioning all the way over now, because you can just look at the radar representation here. It's looking like it's transitioning over to all snow now. But this is all rain out here. This is all rain. This is all rain here. Go back to the Des Moines right here. Then we got to watch some of this stuff over here, because as this stuff pushes off, as that thing starts to push off, again, we got to watch Central Illinois is the crosshairs for later this afternoon. Let's go stay on this one. Oh, that's huge, man. Oops. Let me get my dad real quick. Hold on. Stand by, guys. I'll be right back. That was my poppy. He wanted to know what time we were going to pick him up. He's got an appointment at 1:20. I told him I'd pick him up about 1. And so we'll get him taken care of. What I got to do, I was going to do this broadcast till, I don't know, 11, 12 maybe. And then I got to prep my afternoon forecast for North Georgia. Have that prepped and ready to go before I take my dad to his appointment, and then come back and do the postings for that. So a little bit of everything, doing a little bit of everything today in the old weather business. I just want my Facebook page back. I really, really do. I got scammed, man. I got scammed. I got tricked is what I did. Oh, for those, if anybody does Facebook and you have the business app, and there's Messenger in that thing, and it's not Messenger for business. It's basically, they just took the Messenger for Facebook Messenger and they put it in that app. There's no damn difference. Okay, so I got hijacked. I thought I was talking with a legitimate Facebook person. I was not. Made me have to, put a fraud alert out on all my bank accounts. I had to close a bank account. I had to get identity theft. Had to do a bunch of stuff. And then I couldn't get into USA because I couldn't remember my password for the word password. So I had to send them an ID and prove it's me to get that reset, and they'll contact me in a day or two. So just a complete nightmare with that whole spammer that I deal with. Sharp, look at the temperatures. Wow, look at it. So weird. I mean, we're not even that far. I mean, that's not that far. Like Kansas City sitting at 61 degrees. And about 175 miles to the west, like over the map, is getting snow. It's 35. So almost a 25, 30 degree drop off in temperature right there behind that front. Several fronts, obviously. And when you get an intense low, turn that thing off. So when you get an intense low like this, it's like a big pinwheel. That's the best example I can give. Yes, it is. It was a big pain. Absolutely big pain. And like I said, I'm still not mentally over it yet. I think give me another week. Once I get everything reset and I got my page back, I'll feel better about it. But I'm still not in there yet. So if you guys are passing through here on the YouTube channel, please do me a favor, give me a like if you can, and give me a subscribe if you've already subscribed. We're kind of doing some coverage here, watching the blizzard part of the storm here, continuing through portions of Nebraska, Iowa. There's a lot of power outages. Kansas got like 28,000 mile power, about 18 up in Nebraska. Iowa's got several thousand there. The big story here has got to be the very strong gusty winds that have been going with this thing. The wind totals here are just quite impressive. The expected forecast track here, and I'm just updating this real quick. That is not on the swath. So again, I just want to show this once again. Just the winds that with this thing are just tremendous. So we're talking a big bullseye here. Anything on that orange is over 50 miles per hour. You get this deep orange, then we're talking a lot of 60 mile per hour winds in here. So a lot of Nebraska, Kansas, parts of Iowa here, in that big zone right there where the blizzard's at, is expecting winds gusting over 60 miles per hour, even close to 70 in some cases. But a very, very strong blizzard with this thing as this thing moves on through. We're kind of at the height of it right now over the next several hours. It should start to diminish, and then we're going to shift over into severe weather mode here. Hey, so we got Des Moines Metro in the house. Hey, good to see you there. Toodle soup. Hey, good to see you. We just had a storm move through with some hail in our area. I'm trying to figure out if we're going to actually get more snow. The way the forecast is looking for you guys there, I don't think so, but I want to switch over to the radar right now for you guys, and well, so there's been hail with this stuff all morning. The path of the snow right now looks like it's going to stay to y'all's north. Let me switch over to, I'm on the wrong thing real quick. Let me switch over to the local radar. There we go. So, yeah, you can see that there was a real good hailstorm here just to the east of town. It's now sitting up here coming into the Boone area. Pretty good hailer coming up that way. So we got Boone coming into there with some stuff. As far as your snow total is concerned, let me pull up your state for you. I'll show you the latest high resolution on this. So give me 1 second. I'll show you that. I'll show that for you guys. Happy to oblige. Happy to oblige. We talk about your personal weather service here. So let's go to let me look at your snow totals here. And here's the ratio. So, right based off what this is showing here, I'd say you guys are going to miss it on this there Toodle soup. So here's the look. Here's the track. So just to your north. So again, you're right down in here, and you see the heavy snow tracks just up to your north. So looks like you're going to miss this one. You might get a little snow as it ends, but I'm not expecting much there. But the winds are the big thing. You guys are going to still have winds gusting to 60, 65 miles per hour in that area. So you just watch out for that, okay? You're probably gonna have some power outages and stuff too there as well. So let me go back over to the local radar. We can one thing that the Radar Mega does have is it does have the ability to give us that latest power outage update. And it's been about 45 minutes since I last checked. So we can look here and get an update on your state outages right now. So in Iowa right now, and that has gone up. It was 6,000 something last time I checked. Now it's up to 7,783 outages. Nebraska's also gone up. It's gone up to 30,000 outages here. And Kansas City. So all three of these have gone up in the last hour, all three of them. 33,000 to 30,000 and 7,700 there in Iowa. So they're going to have some sporadic power outages, especially with the big windmill that this thing is coming on through. Not a problem there, Toodle Soup. Very, very glad I could help you out there. Absolutely. So we're a little channel, but I like to try to give anybody who chimes in a little bit of help there. Yeah, I didn't see much there on the Boone, Iowa cam there. Janelle, I was looking at it a minute ago, but I'll take a look at it again. Let's turn this back off. But we'll keep checking on before I sign off today. I definitely will take a look at those power readings there. Let's go back over to the big picture, like the regional here. Oops. This is one part of the WeatherTap that I do like. That's probably a little bit better than anybody else. Is that it does a very good job of showing the winter and the regular precipitation, severe weather components at the same time. So I do like that, and being able to lay the fronts on, and they're pretty easy to see, pretty clear, not bad. All right, let me look here. You say it's coming in. I will take a look for you there. Let me look. I've not looked at that camera in a hot minute, but I will look. Let's see. Boone. Boone, Iowa. Let's see here what we got going on there. Ooh, looking a little dark. Yeah, that's for sure. Tell you what I'll do. Oh, I see the lightning. Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, let's go to that. I see that. I will switch this over here. So, tell you what I'll do. I want to change this header to. Let's make this blizzard cameras. We're kind of bouncing around a little bit, so I better do that. But yeah, I saw the lightning there on the right side. You can see the clouds getting here pretty intense there on that location coming into Boone. Let me go into Boone here. Oh yeah, it's just coming in there. Definitely seeing some lightning there. What was weird, the lightning I just saw, the color looked a little weird too. I think it might be because of just how cold nature the clouds are, and the ice is, the hail that's probably in there. So here's the local radar on that Boone right there. So that's Boone. So there's Boone right there. We got that cell just coming in. So we can check on that. And the temperature there in Boone is sitting at about 36 degrees. That's just crazy. 36 degrees. Oh yeah, there's some more lightning. Just caught that right when we came back to it. No, that lightning's got a weird color to it. That's because of the hail part of that. Whenever you get hail, the fall in a storm and stuff, and you get the lightning that's around it, you'll get a different color hue to it. Sometimes in a severe thunderstorm, the clouds will take on kind of a greenish hue, and you continue to see that lightning show up there. So you see the lightning back here in the right-hand corner. Don't think I got a pin on this one. No, I don't. I'll have to add one later. I'll have to add a pin drawing out. Yep, there's our lightning. Yep. Definitely seeing that there. All right. Oops. Let me check this. I got texted on the other camera. Let's go back to local radar here. So there's our hard weather coming into Boone. Check this real quick. Like. Okay, let's make sure we're good there. Everything looks good. Alrighty then. Again, appreciate everybody checking out our coverage. I know there's a handful of y'all out there watching, but that's okay. People come, people go. That's the way it works. I want to keep going back. I want to see how bad it gets there at that Boone camera. Really want to see what it looks like with that. There's that. Still got that lighting. I want to see how bad that storm gets when it blows through there. So kind of bouncing around the cameras here a little bit. Oh, I need to take that off there. I'm going to turn that crawl up there. Sorry. That was from the other day. So what I traditionally do on that crawl, I could probably put the day one outlook in there. When there's no watches or warnings, I'll use that other one. But for right now, I'll just keep it down. Let me go back. How close are we? I thought we'd be starting. I'm not exactly sure where that camera location is right there, but that's right there in Boone. And we're seeing the rough weather getting in there. It is not sure. I mean, it looks like it should be right on top of them, but I'm not sure where exactly those train tracks are in relation to where this heavy weather's coming through. There's definitely hail in here. Check this out when I go over to the field. You're going to see a little bit of hail for sure. Yeah, there it is. So So a little bit of hail in here, probably some pea-size hail showing up with some of this. This might be actually dime size there. So I was looking at that. There could be a little bit of a delay with the camera. Maybe I've seen that sometimes. So it should be storming like crazy right there. You see how dark it is there to the right. You see the flag blowing. Although the winds there don't look that bad. You see the flagpole does not look that bad. I can't circle it because I don't have my pin on this one. Gotta add my... Oh, there's some more lightning. Hey, Janelle, you know when you watch this channel, that I am going to try to educate you guys. You know, I like to share my knowledge and experience a little bit. So a little Weather 101, if I make you a little smarter, that's a good thing. Absolutely a good thing. Oh yeah. Janelle, you know the weather call service up there, when we did our severe weather coverage there, we sold 93 of them. That's pretty good. Yay! I made $270 for the channel for that live severe weather event. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So hopefully I'll do better. I'm gonna make a how-to video here eventually. I'm gonna actually go through the steps on how to subscribe it. I'm gonna make a video, and I'll probably put it up on the other. Train guys are talking hail, LOL. Oh, are they? Oh, cool. Let's go back to it. I wasn't listening to the audio. I guess I could turn that up. Let's take a look here. Let's see if the audio is working there. I've not got the audio up. So I just turned the audio on. Were some people talking nearby, Janelle? Because I didn't see it. Hear that wind blowing though. You would think that radar, there must be a delay. Yeah, I think there's a 3-minute delay here, because look at the timestamp there in the upper right. It says 8:46 and 39 seconds, and I'm showing 8:49. So I think there's a little bit of delay there on the camera, because it should be storming there like crazy based off what we're seeing. All right, let me go mute that. All right. I just noticed there was a difference on the cameras as far as the actual look. Because the boom, it's right there on top of them. It's really coming through there right now. Should be here. I mean, we obviously got some hail with that. That's moving on through. Oh, it's on camera 2. Oh, I didn't know there was 2 cameras. I'm not sure where the other one was. Okay. Hey, if you guys are new checking us out here on the YouTube channel, we're just kind of covering this blizzard right now. If you didn't know, we got a last full day of winter. And we got a blizzard. We got a 986 low. It was as low as 984, but it's come up. We got some very heavy snows here falling across portions of Iowa, coming into Nebraska, back through Kansas. So in this zone, we could see some locations. I think we could get close to a foot. I don't think there's any question of that. It's a heavy, wet snow. Temperature sitting in the low 30s. So a very intense storm here. We're also going to have a severe component of this going into later this afternoon. The bullseye area is going to be here across portions of Illinois, looking at a level 3 there. So kind of an enhanced area for severe weather. That'll be coming in, probably around 3 o'clock, 2 or 3 o'clock the way it's looking right now. And it doesn't look like it's going to be a huge event, but there'll be like a little line of storms that go through there. Could potentially spit up a tornado in there. And then, of course, we got the line going all the way down. There's that marginal risk of severe weather going all the way down into Mississippi and Alabama. And anybody watching from Georgia, I will tell you, no, I'm not worried about North Georgia, because we're gonna be. It's coming in at night, and it's gonna be fizzling on out, and we're just gonna see a quick hit and run with the rain here across North Georgia, where I'm at, going into tomorrow morning. But that's our bullseye. It was interesting was when they first came out with that outlook. I was sitting there going, I see it says marginal. I said I would not be surprised to see it upgrade to at least a slight. It went to an enhanced. So that's how not bad. Although I did think maybe a little bit further south if the instability came up, but that's all right. I knew we were going to see an upgrade. I was pretty convinced of that. me go back to that Boone camera again. I should be starving like crazy there by now. Oh, there it goes. Oh, are we getting hail with that? Is that turning white on the ground? Yeah, there we go. Hey, Janelle, you can see that there now. Yeah, I think we're getting a small hail. Notice the ground turning a little white? I just noticed that in just the last few minutes. I think we're getting some. I think we might get some small hail. That's not snow. I just noticed it's starting to the ground start turning a little white. I think it's because of the hail. Or it could be grapple. Grapple is kind of a hybrid snow hail type mix type thing. Yeah, the hail you say. Yeah, I think that's what we're getting. I've seen a little bit of hail coming in there. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's definitely. Unfortunately, the camera's not, but that's definitely small hail that's falling. Definitely seeing that. Oops, sorry. Look right out here. Yep, that's definitely some small hail, pea-sized hail coming through there, and it's like, hey, we got accumulating hail. We may not get any snow, but we're going to get a little hail out of this. Somebody told me to go to hail, and I did. All right, let's get back here to the regional radar here. I'm going to do a little poking around here a little bit. I'm looking at the temperatures and stuff. Again, make sure if you're coming on through, make sure you do the like if you can. Please give me a like, helps the algorithm out a little bit. And give me a subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And what are we up on our likes? Hey, we're up to 14 likes. There we go. Way to go, guys. Keep those likes coming. 8 minutes and 26 on the average viewership. Not bad. I'll take that. So keep those likes coming. I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe, man. Do that too. I may not be the Godfather, but I do pretty well on my own. Thank you very much. I'm going to look closer. I'm going to kind of scan this off. So there's our center of our low. It's showing up here at 986 millibars. 986. Just crossing into Missouri. But there's no precipitation around it, and that's a big donut hole there. But we got the snows back here to the west. It's starting to slowly push off toward the east. Lincoln's gone over to all snow now. They're getting snow. So Lincoln, Nebraska, sitting right there, getting some decent snow in there now. And Omaha, which is still sitting at 34, but it looks like they're slowly but surely transitioning to all snow. Starting to make that pivot there a little bit as that thing pushes off a little bit further off toward the east. Seeing all the heavy snow here across Iowa. Anywhere you see that darker blue is obviously your heavier snow. So Des Moines is going to miss this. They're going to stay just rain, just hail and stuff. As the hail path's going to stay, the snow path's going to stay to their north. Des Moines getting a little bit of a break, but there's more activity down here to the south, so they still got some more convection down here. But the heaviest band has definitely gone to the north. Boone, 36 degrees and showing that hail. Let's go back to that camera again. Let's go back to that camera. Oh yeah, hey, look at it. Yeah, it's definitely getting whiter. We're getting accumulating light hail there in Grapple or light hail in Boone. Just a few minutes ago, that was looking like ground. Now it's starting to turn white. And that's not snow, my friends. That is small hail accumulating there on the ground. There in Boone, Iowa, which is currently sitting at 36 degrees. 36 degrees with the hail falling right there. That's pretty good. Hey, thanks for calling that out, Janelle. It's good that we got to see that. I won't switch cameras yet. I want to see what that finishes up with once the precip's gone through there. Because again, to me, it does appear to be like a 3 or 4 minute delay on that camera. Either that or their clocks are off. So one of the two. So you see that heavy stuff just went through Boone. We definitely saw the lightning through there. It's cold up here in the plains. Now look at it. Got all these temperatures up here in the teens. Got 20s in here. 520s in there. You look at the high plains. You got temperatures up here sitting in the teens across the Dakotas. Got a cold high coming down here. Not bad for getting ready to start the first day of spring. I'm very interested to see what the hurricane season does this year. Oh, we got a warning. Let's go take a look here. Let's go back over to the local radar. We do have a warning that's just come out. Where's our warning? Oh, warning's over here. I was worried about that equipment over here. All right. So we got, that's good hail there. Coming up toward Clinton. So we got quarter-size hail. This is for northeastern Rock Island County, northwestern Whiteside County, eastern Carroll County, and eastern Clinton County. Severe thunderstorm was located over Comanche or near Clinton, moving northeast at 60. Hauling pretty good. You definitely got a pretty good hailer in there. Look at the purple on that Comanche. We saw the hail earlier there across portions of the boon that was going through there. But you clearly got a pretty good hailer right through there. Showing up very nicely. Let's look at the VIL on that. We'll take a look and see what that looks like. Oh yeah, nice little hail core. So probably gonna get a nice little dump of some hail in there. See, coming in through Comanche, Clinton, that's coming in from the south. So we had I believe this is like our third severe thunderstorm we've had here for this morning. See it kind of moving right into there. A lot of lightning with this, which is very typical for your hailers, obviously. That's coming right through there. I was watching that line earlier, but it really posted up pretty good. And again, it's just kind of falling into where we're looking at for the severe weather for today. As that's kind of crossing. That's kind of in where that's hitting right there. It's kind of in that far left-hand corner. So we're talking about coming right up there into that slight risk for severe weather there. So they're definitely in that coverage area. Got a pretty good storm right there. Let's go put this back in loop mode here. I don't know what the temperatures are doing in this area. Let me take a look at the temps real quick. I doubt they're as cold, obviously, as in Iowa, but let's see what the temps are doing. Let's see. They are sitting at, that's still pretty cool, 42 degrees there near Clinton. In the low 40s. Low 40s, you get thunderstorms. I love that. That's awesome. Very intense storm. Definitely not to your traditional setup. This is all being driven by extremely strong dynamics. We're not talking about the, obviously, instability or heat. Definitely don't have any of that here. This is just very strong convection. Oh, I'd like to share this with you. One thing I will share with you guys, we're still working on it. It's still a work in progress. I'll go ahead and share this with y'all. Let me pull it up real quick. This is, we're still working on this, but I wanted to share this with you guys. If you want to put this in your browser, if you're watching from the, you don't want to watch this later. This is the official North Georgia First Alert weather web page there. So if you want to save that, I've got my picture in there, but I don't have my bio yet. It's a kind of an AI generated picture, but I like it. Came out pretty good. I was thinking about doing a like on that. Let's go back over here. Let's go back over to Blizzard mode here. Whoops, turn that back off. Oops. Turn that off, turn this off, turn this off. I gotta get to the right place, man. Not doing the right thing here. There we go. Whoop. Yeah, so I just kind of shared my website. It's a work in progress, but we're gonna get. There's a radar interaction with lightning and all this stuff down below, but we're working on it. I got a buddy of mine to help me out with it. Although we're having to slow things down a bit after my Facebook scam BS. Let's go back over to the Iowa Des Moines camera. And I might switch over to another camera here, so hold on one second. Obviously we had, looks like hail. All that white on the ground you see there in Boone, Iowa, that is all hail. That's not snow. That's all fallen in the last few minutes. I think it's moved out of there right now, so I'm going to switch that camera over to another snow camera if I can find one real quick. So just bear with me real quick. I'll update that. Let's look at let's look at Omaha again. Oh, it's coming out good there in Omaha now. Oh yeah, let's go to Omaha camera. Starting to get some good snows there in Omaha. Yeah, it's definitely picked up a lot. Before we could see the city out there, we can't see it much anymore. It's that Eagle cam they have up there. That's usually got a nest up there when they get in the springtime. But we got some pretty heavy snows there falling into Omaha right now. Definitely all snow now, no doubt, no question. No question about that. Yeah, it's dropped to 32 degrees. Yeah, it's gotten all snow there now. I'm going a little bit closer. 33, 32. So we got the heavy snow there finally coming into Omaha now. As temperatures drop just a little bit. And they're going to stay in that for a while. Not until that low swings by. They're going to have that for a little bit. Pull back out. I think I might start doing, I'm thinking about treating these lives opportunities to maybe, I'm thinking about doing them a little more. Maybe I'm not doing wall to wall, but if I got a storm I want to do a couple hours of coverage on, just to go ahead and do it, I think it can't hurt. Get folks used to doing them. Not sure what, I just noticed this is a little bit off my thing. Let me unlock that real quick. I'm not sure why that's trying to fix this. This looks like it's off just a little bit. There we go. I think I was off there. It should do it. There you go. My little green was just off a little bit. So hey, before you guys leave on the channel, please give me a thumbs up, give me a subscribe if you can, and leave me a comment. Let me know where you're watching from. I do appreciate it. We're up to 15 likes. All right, way to go, guys. Keep that up. Keep that up. I think I want to try to get 100 views today. That'd be nice. I got alerted on YouTube. Gave me a thing. Congratulations, you just passed 500,000 views. I was like, heck, man, there's a couple of channels to get that in just a few hours of coverage. It took me what, 15, 16, 17 months to get that. I was like, congratulations, you got 500,000 views. That's why I really hope the Facebook for the local does some good stuff. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to I won't do. Let's go back over to the local radar here. Let's go back over here. Shut that down. Oh yeah, it's clearly got all snow there. Clearly. Looks like think the worst of Des Moines is pretty much done. I mean, they still got some more convection coming from the south, but I think the worst of their weather is probably finished. But out here, different story. So we got our severe thunderstorm warning there. Look at the hailer on that one. Woof. It looks like they're quarter-size hail. Pretty good tops on that. That's not bad. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to hit that one. I'm looking at the winds. I'm looking at the hailer. Oh yeah. Oh, right over Clinton. Look at that. Went right smack over Clinton. Probably a quarter-size hail with that. Little Oklahoma, Fulton. Yep, very fast moving though. I'll check the SPC here, see if we've got any updates. Yeah. Oh, I gotta do this now? Oh, this is nice. I didn't have to do this now. I gotta check my dad in on his appointment here. They said they gotta check in online. I'm picking him at 1. That's correct. Come on. Go on through. Come on. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. Come on. Nothing's changed. It's all BA free for all. Don't have to worry about any of that stuff. Nothing's changed. None. I love these automated systems now. I love these automated. Oh, we got a new sweep there. Oh, there's a hail report. Oh, we just had one come in here. Right through Clinton. There he goes. Yep, had it reported. Occurring right now, coming down heavy. Train spotter, 1 inch hail. 1 inch hail in there. Hey, Daisy. Good to see you there. Yeah, good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. How you doing? Yeah, doing a little live coverage this morning. I was just wanted to do a little bit today. I didn't feel like producing a video, so I decided I'm going to do live coverage. Because there really wasn't a lot of things to talk about on long range, so I was like, I'll just do a little live coverage here this morning. Good to see you, Daisy. So was I being a little lazy? Maybe. But I appreciate y'all checking out the channel. We're just kind of watching. We got our first severe weather here. We've had about 3 of these so far today. This is our 3rd one. There's definitely hail with these things. And we're going to continue that throughout the day. There's our outlook. Yep, we got a new warning. Let's go back here. Just came out to the storm just to its south. Also another hail over this. So this is for eastern Whiteside County, goes until 9:45. Severe thunderstorms located near Hamilton or near Morrison, moving northeast at 50. Quarter-size hail, that I don't doubt. Both these storms look like they got pretty good hail with both of them. Yeah, both of them. Let me freeze that right there. Oops. So you got 2 pretty good hailers here. One coming into Prophetstown, and then the other one that just went through Clinton had 1 inch hail reported with that one. Just coming into the kind of extreme northeast sections of Illinois. Coming out of Iowa and going to Illinois. Now this area here is the target zone for severe. Look at the close in here. So we're getting this up near the Moline area. So we're getting that right up in here. So we're in that level 2 where some of that severe weather's coming through. Now, I don't think there's a lot of wind with this particular spot. I don't really see anything. It really 30-mile-per-hour winds. It doesn't look too bad, but the fact that we're getting that 1-inch hail, it really kind of triggers. They're very intense looking, but the winds don't look too bad. You're on the local radar. Go back over this. See that kind of flaking on through there. Again, if you're coming down on YouTube, make sure before y'all leave, make sure you give me a little like there. Hey, up to 17. Way to go. Keep that thing going. And give me a like or subscribe if you've already subscribed. There's a lot of y'all that come pass through here that have already subscribed, so I appreciate that. Oh, that didn't finish. Come on. How good is your bladder control? No control. No. Well, oh man, I gotta do this whole thing? Are you kidding me? I'm just doing this here. I'm gonna do this straight down the middle here. Da 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 da. All right. My father has got an appointment this afternoon, and they tell you have to do this check-in service. So I'm trying to get him checked in, so I got to fool with this when I get there. Oh, come on. You got to be kidding me, man. All right, thank you. Go. I didn't realize I wasn't finished. All right, there, finally. Oh, God bless. Hate doing that stuff. Anyway, go back to my radar. That's a pretty good hailers in there. So Mount Carroll, Lankert, Forest, these storms look pretty healthy. So I do suspect we're going to get some new warnings here that'll come out ahead of this on both sides of this line. So we'll probably see some sort of a warning go up for those areas out ahead of this, because those storms look like they're holding their own. Definitely holding their own. I do like this look. It does look nice. I like the bigger font too. All right. Appreciate y'all checking out the channel. Again, make sure you do that like, man. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button. I appreciate it. Did we get, I don't know. I doubt we added anybody new here today because we just don't have enough people watching to get any new subscribers. Yeah, we're just kind of holding our own. That's fine. Wasn't expecting any, but I do like to get to a little coverage here. Let's go back. Let's go look at that live camera. Let's go look back over at the snow part of this. Go back over to her. Oh, still looking pretty rough there. Cannot see very well, that's for sure. Some heavy snow there in Omaha. Continues to fall. I need to pull this one back. Let's pull this back here. I'm a little too close. Can't see the whole storm. Cannot see the whole storm. Oops, that's too far. that's a good place to be right there. I should do it. There we go. Cold, wet snow, man. I tell you, if I was in Des Moines, I'd be ticked. I mean, like sitting there in the damn 30s and just cold rain. Sitting in the low 40s where those severe thunderstorm warnings are, which is really weird because it's the warm sector down in here. Down in here, the warmer sector. This will be that's the bullseye where the higher severe weather threat will be for later this afternoon. Yeah, I might pop in here for a little while this afternoon. I think we'll keep a watchful eye on it. I might pop in here back this afternoon, guys, for severe weather coverage if it looks like it's getting a little more robust. If obviously I got to take care of my dad's appointment first, but as I do my weather updates, if it looks like it's still good weather going on, I might pop back in here again. I just might. See, we have there's a couple of hail reports there. Again, this is today's outlook. It just started, so you see a couple of the great. There's been 3 hail reports so far, 2 wind damage reports so far. That's out in. So it's just getting started. So we'll see. I'll keep monitoring this for today as we go along. Oops. How many times I got to remember to turn my pen off? That's where sometimes I'm an idiot. I already proved how much I was an idiot by getting scammed. Hey, appreciate everybody checking out. Hey, Modest Demon, good to see you. This was the one again I reported on a couple days ago, the big low that I did the update on. This is a long band you showed a couple days ago, shooting down across the East States. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, the post I did a couple days ago. This is the same storm system. It's pretty much behaving about the way I thought. It's not going to be as big a robust severe weather event. They did upgrade this. If you recall, when I did that upgrade a couple days ago, it was just basically all green, a pretty narrow banner on there. I did point out I thought they'd upgrade to at least a slight. They did go a little bit higher than mine to the enhanced area there across Iowa, but I did think we were going to get that. And then obviously we got the heavy snow part of this thing. If you haven't seen this, check out the snow totals on the back part of this, man. I mean, really, really good. Hold on, let me get that up for you real quick. Let me pull this back out here. Central. There we go, and take this. Actually, this just got finished, or the 12Z just did. So I can pick this all the way out. So going over to the model data here, you can see the snow. That everything in that pink is going to be 8 inches plus. So we got that in there. You see the pink in there. So Omaha's in now on the list there, right through it goes through here, and then this stuff comes in tonight. This comes in as the low goes by. We get some more on this, and then this goes up into Canada. I don't know if St. Louis is going to get much out of this. It doesn't appear. The winds are the big story with this, man, are the winds. I mean, even St. Louis, the whole area here. I mean, is this updated? This is the 12. Yes, it is. This is your gust path over here. Take the duration. I mean, that's just huge. I mean, just all of that in there. You know, get into Kansas City. St. Louis is just seeing, you know, they'll get some wind, but not like Kansas City side. So I don't see St. Louis getting much of anything other than the storm threat. That's going to be the big thing. So they're in Missouri. What they're seeing there is obviously that severe weather threat that's just going to move on through. So just a marginal risk there into St. Louis. So St. Louis is there as the storm sweeps on by. So there's St. Louis. There's Kansas City over here. So that's how that's looking. You know, if somebody puts something in the chat there, Modest Joe, I am going to answer you. That's how that works. Let's go back to the radar here. continue to watch that. So I'm anticipating some new warnings that may come out. We'll see. One just dropped off. See if that pulse is down a little bit. Yeah, the other one definitely weakened. Yeah, I can see that. That's not as much purple in there. See, that one just expired. This purple doesn't look bad. This one's still looking healthy, but even that one's trending downward. Okay, so what that means is if it's trending downward, we're probably not going to see new warnings come out ahead of that. The other one did not. They'd have to hold their own, and so we'll see. That one's starting. This would definitely weaken a little bit. Well, yeah, can't guess. St. Louis does get their fair share of crazy weather between, intensive heat waves and blizzards and severe weather. They get a little bit of everything there. Again, if you guys are just passing through on the channel here, do me the favor if you could. Please, we're up to 18 on the likes, so if you have not hit that like button yet, please do so. Kind of helps the algorithm out there, kind of bring in some other additional traffic. So please do that. And if you tell me like Modest Demon's been doing there, just go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know where you're from. And if you got a question, I'm more than happy to answer it. Just doing a few hours of coverage here on the blizzard / a little bit of severe weather getting this morning. The main severe weather coming a little bit later this afternoon. There across the central portions of Illinois. That's where we got that enhanced area there showing that green area. I think winds 60 mile per hour plus potentially, and up to EF2. I think most of them will probably EF0, EF1 range, but you can't ever rule out EF2. I think it's on because just the upper level winds on this thing are so strong. So I think EF2 is on the bottom end of that scale. It's getting like 110 mile per hour maybe, but most of them should be EF0, EF1, I think. Because we're watching that line as that's going to press on through. Again, this is nothing on scale like the weekend, folks. I'm going to be very clear about that. It's there. We got some severe weather, but it is the blizzard and the winds with this thing, which are quite tremendous. You see the scope of the storm right now, as we got the heavy snows coming through southern portions of Minnesota, Iowa, Nebraska, Kansas, all getting in with the heavy snows right now. Anywhere in that swath, probably with the heavier 6 to 9 inches, I think. For the most part. The problem when you get a storm like this is when you get the heavy snows that are falling, very hard to get a very good accurate reading on the snow depth because it's blowing around so much. So a little bit of a tricky thing. That is for sure. Hey, thank you for the 2 new likes there. Bumped us up to 19. That's nice. That's good to see. I like to try to keep a 1-to-4 to 1-to-5 ratio on the likes compared to the number of views. And since for a small channel, we only got a handful of people kind of watching going through, kind of like to hold that ratio. So again, appreciate that. Let me go back over to the local radar here. Check around and see if we got any other severe that may be coming up anywhere else. I think that's the only place I see. We had some hail north of Boone earlier, but these don't look severe. Those look all right. So I got that one warning right now. And that looks like that'll be weakened. But we'll see what it looks like this afternoon. A little bit later, there across central portions of Illinois. All right, let me see. See if the SBC's got anything new here for me to look at. The Storm Prediction Center. Let's see here. No, they're still talking about the blizzard for the most part. No mesoscale discussions yet, but that'll come this afternoon. That is the time that I'm expecting it. So let me show you, let's go over to, I'm going to pull up Illinois. Let's talk about the central portion of this. Do I want to do that one or do I want to do this one? Now this one, this is a good one. That's good location. Let's do this. Let us do this. All right, so let's see. Let's start right there. Okay, so here's the. I want to show this to you guys. I want to show this area here, and let me do a couple of corrections here. I have to adjust this just a little bit. So just bear with me for 1 second. Not that one. Oh, is that the one? There it is right there. I'm going to adjust this. I want to adjust this on the fly. So just give me 1 second here for a second. I want to make sure I can bring this up a little bit more. So pardon me while I make a little adjustment to my display here. Because I want to be able to go up a little bit. Oh, there you go. Just want to make sure I get the Chicagoland in there. All right, there we go. All right, so watch this as we go on through here. Lock that back down. And this is 12 o'clock. You're seeing some of the stuff here. This is some of the initial severe, I think. And then you see some more stuff. This is going toward 5 o'clock. So you get some more of these little potential supercells right in there. That's around 5 o'clock this afternoon. So we'll see if we get anything that goes severe at that time. And then there's 6. So 5, 6. You can see that's where that bullseye for that severe weather. So the severe weather we're expecting will be coming in later this afternoon and going into this evening. So you kind of see these supercells all up in here. All right, so let's take this forward and get some more. So there it kind of pushes into Indiana as we head to 7 o'clock. And then we get the backside of this, which I think is going to dump some snow. So that's the thing on this. This is the back part of that thing is going to drop some snow coming into Chicago. In fact, let me switch over to the composite. You'll see the heavy. So we got the heavy rains and stuff coming in there. Oh, hold on a second. Let's go to type. Yeah, there we go. So you see this on the back side of this. So the area's going to get severe weather first. Got severe weather coming in there first for the evening at 6 to 7, and then going into tomorrow morning, they're going to deal with some snow. They got snow coming in toward 3 o'clock in the morning up there. So we got a little complex situation there across Illinois for sure. We're going to deal with some severe weather. Probably have some watch boxes coming out here. Again, I still think there will be a few potential isolated tornadoes in this area. Let me look at the severe weather. I'm going to look at a couple other things here while we're talking about this. Let's look at the... Let's pull this over here. Well, I want to look at the tracks here. See, yeah, so this is why we got the potential tornadoes in here. This is the Helicity tracks. See that big long one right there? So we have a few of these. Whenever you get the Helicity like this, so you get this going on right here, this is where you can have the potential tornado tracks, all right? And there's a very intense one there showing up there on the latest 12Z Helicity tracks. So there I expect we're going to have some sort of tornado watch that's going to come up into that area for central portion of Illinois and going Indiana, into Indiana. So you see that on the map right there. You see that location there, and then you see the bullseye that we're expecting here for this afternoon. So there's the bullseye, boom, lines up very nicely. So you see the Helicity, and you see where the enhanced area for severe weather is. So by the time we get in this afternoon, later this afternoon, the way it's timing out here, looks like we're looking at after 4 o'clock. So sometime after 4, I suspect we'll probably have some sort of 3 Central, 4 o'clock time frame. We'll probably have a tornado watch box that'll cover that area. We've already had a couple of warnings already. I think they've expired now. We got one there up in this area. So, but that's not the main stuff. The main stuff comes a little bit later as that low begins to track further off toward the east there. Again, make sure before you leave on out here on YouTube that you give me a like, please. If you're a subscriber, thank you. And if you haven't subscribed, it'd be a pleasure to have you one of your weather sources there on YouTube. I do appreciate it. Let's go back over to the local camera here. Hold on 1 second. Local radar. And if you got any comments or questions down, you can put that in the chat too. Like Modest J's been watching this there. Crazy weather in St. Louis. Looks like this warning's about ready to expire. It actually looks like it's gone out through there. So I think you can add the all clear for that warning. And I don't think they're going to add a new one in front of it because the purple has diminished. The purple is using that hail core, and you don't see that hail core anymore. It is definitely diminishing a little bit. And of course, you're dealing with the severe weather component of this. And then you got to deal with the winter weather component of this. Oh, well, my daughter just texted me real quick. Hold on real quick. Got to check on my baby girl. See what this is going on here. My daughter sent me a message. All right. So we got a real good snowstorm going up there in Omaha. They may get up to 5 to 9 inches of snow in that zone. Let's go back to the regional look, the big picture look. Again, a complex storm. We got to watch the severe side of this. Got to watch the winter side of this, which has been kind of an interesting morning to say the least. So I wanted to do a few hours of coverage this morning on this storm because this is definitely the most intense part of the storm as far as the blizzard is concerned. The blizzard part of this that's peaking right about now. The pressure has come up a little bit. It was down at 984 earlier, but obviously we see the dark blues in here. This is where that heavier swath is going to be, right through there, and I think that's where we're going to see that that 6 to 12 foot range. And again, when you're trying to get snow depths in with winds blowing 60 miles per hour, it's very difficult to get a real good accurate reading. I think that's why the Weather Service, like when I pulled up the weather forecast for Omaha, I was looking to see what their snow total would be, and it said anywhere from 5 to 9. So I was like, well, that's a hell of an extreme. It's a little. Usually they keep it a little tighter than that, but well, 5 inches is good. 5 inches is one thing. 9 inches is a whole lot more. Of course, we'll never forget the snowstorm we had earlier this year down along the Gulf Coast, where my mother in Pensacola had 8 inches of snow on her ground in Pensacola, Florida. She will never see that in her lifetime. She's 76 years old. She'll never see that again. Yeah. And there you go. Keep going with the likes, man. 22. Yay. Outstanding. Keep those likes going. Right. Going about 8 minutes. Outstanding. Good views here for the little broadcast this morning. Outstanding. Good to see that. Now, of course, with the severe weather component, obviously we're the south of it. You notice the temperatures are in here sitting in the 60s, so definitely warmer weather in here. Back here across Iowa, we're sitting in the 30s, obviously. 40s behind that front. So as this energy sweeping around here and pushes into Illinois, that's when we'll see the uplift as this low shifts a little bit further to the east. So as that low shifts a little bit further to the east, we're going to see that enhanced area come under the gun. And I haven't done this in a hot minute, so I'll do this again in case somebody hasn't checked this out. So there's the category. So there you see the severe weather risk there. And then there's the tornado threat running about 10% in the yellow, right bullseye right there across where I showed that helicity track a few minutes ago. It was right there. Wind threat obviously the highest in there. Although I haven't seen a whole lot of heavy wind with this so far. As far as the severe side of the right side, all the winds on the back side with the blizzard, and then the hail threat. I'll be honest with you, I think I would have made the hail threat maybe a little bit higher. Let's cross some of the hail reports that we've seen so far today. We've seen a lot of hail reports so far. And so far, hail report up to 3. I want to make sure this is updating. Hold on 1 second. Let me make sure this is in refresh mode. Up to 3. Okay, up to 5 so far. We're just kind of getting started, so. All right, go back to the radar. Winter weather mode. I don't know why it's showing it. We know that's all snow. I don't know why it's like all pink. That's definitely all snow. Sioux City's been in the snow pretty much all day. It's kind of about 100 miles wide, by the way. This snow path. I mean, as far as its thickness and stuff. So again, the blizzard part of this is starting to let up a little bit. I think that's going to start diminishing over the next couple hours. That's why I was kind of popping in here this morning to kind of cover the winter side of this, as well as we did have a few warnings as well. But Des Moines dodged the bullet here. They're not going to get much of any snow in their area. Des Moines is going to be good. That path staying well up to the north. Hey Janelle, you still out there watching? Got anything new for me new for me out there? It's kind of weird they haven't dropped that box. The storm's completely out of there. Storm is completely out of there right now. '93. Hey man, I'm not gonna end this broadcast till I get 100 viewers. So y'all keep going. So we're gonna do a couple hours here. Then I gotta go take care of my poppy. Take my dad to his little appointment. My dad's a Vietnam veteran. He's an amputee. He lives in assisted living about 2 miles down the road from me. So I don't know. Oh, you know what? Let's see. I see a couple of cameras here. Let's see here. I'll pull up a couple of these. Oh, there you go. Let's show you. Want to see what a blizzard looks like? Check that camera out. Got some snow on the ground. The nobody on the roads. Is there somebody driving on the road? Oh, there's a couple of people. But yeah, that doesn't look like fun. Right on this. Yeah, the snow's about left out of there. I didn't spot that camera earlier. Let's look down here across the northern Missouri. See how the winds are. This is much warmer. Look at the winds blowing down here too. Obviously no snow down here. It's 59 degrees here. Actually getting some sunshine. Look at that. That little blue sky there to the right. Wow. That's a good picture there of the blizzard. That's 29.6 degrees and good Lord. Looks like it's still snowing a little bit there, but not much. It's blowing it all over the place. Oh, you looking for a good camera? Well, that was a good one right there. That was real good. I didn't spot that one earlier. I should have. I was so locked in on Des Moines. See if there's anything around. Yeah, Radar Megas, they're slowly adding more cameras, but it'll be a while. There's this camera down here. It's Burlington. It's in there in the 40s there with some heavy gusty winds. Yeah, they're fine. All snow's back up here. I think we're about done over here. That's the back. This is the back. I'm taking the back end of the storm. Now Dodge City's got some more snow coming through. I got it in Wichita. I don't think it'll get that far east. Let's go back to the regional one here. That's why I kind of like the big picture. Kind of keep an eye on everything. So it's rain there in northern Oklahoma. It's cold down there too. It's 34 degrees. I'm not looking at the weather here tomorrow where I live in northeast Georgia. We're gonna fall to the 50s and we're gonna stay there and then probably fall into the 40s in the afternoon, which kind of stinks because we're like 78 degrees today. Body's going, what the heck's going on, man? I can't figure this out. It's one bad thing about the yo-yo of spring, man, making that transition. Bye-bye, baby. So make sure you hit that like button, please, on that on the page if you're passing on through. I did appreciate that. We're averaging about 8 minutes and 21 seconds on the broadcast. That's not bad. Pretty good. I was surprised we were holding almost like 16 minutes on the severe weather coverage we were doing the other night. That was excellent. That was very good. I was very pleased with that. 8 minutes is actually pretty good. Normal broadcast for us, we're doing a broadcast, and thank you again, appreciate that. Got a new light there. Again, is the fact that the average typically it's 5-6 minutes. So if you're doing above that, you're doing pretty good. It's not bad. Let's go look back over here at the Omaha camera. Yeah, still looking very heavy snow there, boy. Because typically you can see the. Typically when you're looking at this video there on the left side, you can typically see the town, and you can't see it because of the heavy snow that continues to fall in Omaha. Omaha, I don't know. They might make a run at that at 8-9 inch top end total. We'll see. We will see. It'll be tough. I think they might. Do. I love these stupid scam things here. Like, I know who the heck you are. I'm Gene Johnson. I'm Ryan's assistant. I just wanted to welcome you to the group. I didn't get into the group. You can see the members talk about various topics, but own main aim is investing in charity. I hope you can join us soon. No, I do not want to be there. You go away, get lost. Block you. I'm so fed up with scammers right now. I could make me spit. Go back to local radar here. Oh, I see storms up here. Go back to my regular mode here. There we go. So it looks like we got some pretty good storms. Not bad, not severe, but going to come into southern Wisconsin here in the next few minutes. Rockford looks like they're going to get hit pretty good there in northern Illinois. So got some pretty good storms. There's this squall line. Oops. Continues to move up from the south. Des Moines definitely looking a lot better than they did earlier. Des Moines had a couple of tornadoes, severe thunderstorm warnings out there, and they've had hail reports across several places, but not bad so far. Starting to see some activity here. It's starting to increase a little bit here across Missouri. I'm starting to see some lightning stuff there. I think as this energy pushes into Illinois, that'll need to be watched. Make sure you leave, before you guys leave, make sure you hit that like button, please. I appreciate that. You gotta hit that like, and you gotta hit that subscribe button if you're not a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, shame on you. Hit that subscribe button. Yeah, that could be the initial stuff. They're starting to fire a little bit. Watch that closely. Look at the satellite image. I'm gonna look at this in a little bit. Yeah, let's hit the center. Boy, it's getting, that center low is definitely sitting over Kansas City. That's for sure. That is the correct. Yeah, 10:41. That's 4 minutes ago. 4 minutes ago, they got the big center there coming into Kansas City. Yeah, St. Louis is gonna be okay. They're not gonna have any problems there. Go back over to the regional. Well, I got that there. I'll do a little bit. Yeah, this stuff's starting to get. Lightning's starting to increase down here in Missouri. I'm kind of watching it. Again, I look for trends when I'm doing severe weather coverage because the when you see lightning start to go up in a specific area, it could be indications obviously the storm's intensification. You're also looking for a potential VIL or a potential hail that may be developing too. Northern Missouri, I hate that radar because that radar is terrible out of Davenport. It's not very good. Not one of my favorite sites. Not all weather radar sites are the same, that's for sure. But what I'm noticing here, I'm watching, is this stuff down here is starting to increase in intensity. You start to see a little more lightning starting to flow up in that area. So you get the big low and the upper low here behind here. You can almost kind of draw a big low there. And watch that bullseye. in Illinois. That's a bunch of bull. Bunch of bull. Might sell that imagery here. Oops. Ah! I did it again. How many times I got to do that? Good Lord. So again, we're watching. Here's the blizzard warnings. that's the big part of this. Obviously, we've been watching this morning has been the blizzard. The winds in this area have been howling up to 60 miles per hour. I mean, really just kind of rocking and rolling this whole area. But in some places, they may see their highest snow totals they've seen all winter. On the last day of winter, they're seeing their highest snow totals here on the last day of winter. So definitely a interesting way, because spring begins tomorrow. If y'all didn't know this, tomorrow begins spring at 5:02 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So if you live in the Central Daylight, obviously it's 4:02. So spring starts tomorrow, but on the last day of winter, we're gonna have a blizzard because winter had to say goodbye with a salute. And definitely seeing that with this winter blizzard that's kind of coming through here right now. I think the blizzard, for the most part, I think we're peaking right about now. I think we're going to have some additional snows, but again, you've seen the heavier snows right up in here with that darker blue. Definitely getting into Omaha now. So I want to check and see. So let me check here. I want to see if the new hourly is in yet. 13Z is there. Okay, let's do this. Get up severe weather mode. I want to show the snow path. Again, look at the latest snow totals projection from this time on. So I'm going to show you the snow totals, new update. Up from the model data. So here's the swath. Very intense, man. Wow, that's what he picked up. This is the new the high res data just came in. Let me go in a little bit closer. North Central. That's on the edge there. Tell you what, I can fix that. Tell you what, let's bring that. I'm gonna bring it back down. Let's go to Iowa. We'll do that first. I'll go to the states. I'll tell you, better just by the state. Let's do that. Oh. Let's go out. There you go. So Iowa is looking at, boy, you're looking at 13 inches. A lot of 13 showing up in there. You got a lot of 12s over here. Here's 13, 13, 13 inches, 10 inches. Like I said, this is going to be the heaviest snows for a lot of these people have seen so far this year. Kansas, not that much there. A little bit lower, obviously. There through Kansas. Wisconsin. Let's go over to Wisconsin. There you see Wisconsin, a pretty good path cutting right through there as well. Again, a lot of 10, a lot of pink. Anything above pink, you're looking at above 8 inches. So this is a pretty good swath of storm. Like I said, probably some of the heaviest snow totals that these guys have seen. There may have been, I can't remember off the top of it, there may have been a couple of ones that have gotten close, but I think this is going to go down as the heaviest snow totals these guys have seen this year. Yeah, see that lightning starting to go up here. This is across Missouri. These are some storms here. I was just kind of eyeballing it, kind of watching this closely, seeing the lightning start to go up just a little bit. I start seeing the lightning go up. That's usually an indication. Of course, here in Omaha, they're still, they're pretty much gone all snow now. Very heavy snow too. I mean, it's so weird. It's such a sharp dividing line. But it's clearly all snow, and there's no doubt about that. I mean, man, they got whiteout conditions there and Omaha. That's the Omaha camera. Scan around a little bit. I hate where that radar's located. It's just so in between these. I hate look at storms, and I got storms between radars. It's drives me crazy. Make sure you hit that like button, guys, before you guys pass on through. We've got a pretty good turnover here, about 8 minutes on the average watch time today. Pretty good. Just doing a couple hours of coverage here of this blizzard. I was watching as the conditions have deteriorated in Omaha. When we first started broadcasting, it wasn't really snowing there yet, but there's definitely heavy snow falling right now, for sure. Getting a pretty good dump right now. I'm gonna go for a few more minutes. I think we're going to about 11. I gotta go take care of some things before I pick my poppy up, and then I might pop back in later this afternoon. We'll see if I can work it in. I might do some additional live coverage. Sometimes I wish I wish I was like the Max guy, you know, who basically that's his 24/7. But I'm married and I got other responsibilities, so I can't sit here and, you know, pee in a bottle and sit at a Weatherwall 24/7. There are days I wish I could do that, but I'm also not, you know, 23, 24, 25 years old. I can't do that stuff anymore. So the reason why I was watching these storms here, I'm just kind of getting an idea to see as this stuff pushes in here, if that's going to be our initial stuff going into the early afternoon, because again, that's our target zone there. As that stuff pulls out of Missouri and goes into central portions of Illinois, that's where the enhanced risk comes in. I still looks like it's going to be after 3 o'clock based off the latest high resolution model data. I'm expecting it sometime after 3. All right, so if we get into the evening hours, I might divert an hour or two this afternoon into some coverage to watch that, but we'll see. Well, it all depends on how things are evolving and turning around here. But that's the target zone as that front gets moving. And then we got to watch the stuff overnight. So if you guys haven't seen, I'll flip this back over here. I got to pull that back up again. So let me pull this back out to the central U.S. I'll pull this all the way out. All right, so there's the big picture. I'm going to pull out the reflectivity here. Oops, that's just coming in. Hold on, so I'm going to go back up one more. There we go. So I'm going to watch this stuff as it kind of develops. So watch that stuff there across Illinois. Got a little bit of stuff that fires up there. Doesn't look that bad though. Let me go a little closer. Central. There we go. So you see those big storms there fire up. That is around 6 o'clock. So you see the big, that's the zone right there. So we're going to watch that around 5, 6 o'clock for that to where the most intense potential supercells will come. And then there's a little bit of a squall line, little bit, very thin one, but this is where that marginal risk for severe weather is going to go right through there. And that'll be going into tonight, 8 o'clock. So a few spotty warnings for that, and then this kind of sweeps on across the south as that front moves on off. So that's your window. So the severe weather window to me looks like between, say, 3 and 9 o'clock, kind of in that window. But the supercell, the enhanced real threat, the big threat comes in between 3 and 6. Because there's 4. They're around 5 o'clock. You kind of see it. You see that the stuff starting to fire right through there. So this is the latest high resolution model data here. As you see that kind of coming on through. And then by the time we get to 7, it's cleared on out. And then they got to worry about some winter precipitation on the back side of that. So I thought I turned that thing off. Doggone it. Why is that crawl going again? That's an old crawl. Hold on a second. I got to turn that thing off. There you go. Sorry about that. My apologies. Let's go back to the wide perspective once again. So that's what we're looking at. And you guys keep hitting that like button. I'd appreciate it. Yeah, I think that's the initial energy. I think that's some of it. I really think that's some of it. This is some of that initial energy that's gonna swing up that way. And of course, you got the cold air undercutting this, so you get a pretty good jet energy. A lot of wind shear with this thing. So obviously, we got the very strong winds on the back side of this. That's coming on through. Oops! Sorry about that. Do not like when that pops up. Yeah, 65. I just love watching the temperature differences all around this storm, which has been pretty good. Pressure still holding at 986 millibars. They did update this, and I'll see what the pressure was. It's kind of a broad low. They got it listed as a kind of a double barrel low. So this is showing at 986. This is showing at 988. It's they're kind of connected. It's kind of just a broader low that's sitting in there. Like I said, one big giant pinwheel. I'll pull this out so you kind of see the big picture here. Now I'm down here in North Georgia. We're expecting 78 degrees here, and then tomorrow, when this front comes charging through here, we're going to see the temperatures only in the 50s and 40s across North Georgia here tomorrow afternoon. But everything's kind of concentrated right here across the Midwest, the high plains, and moving into the Midwest. That's where everything's kind of sitting pretty good right now. I don't know if y'all can see this. I want to share this. I'll put this on here. But check this out. This is it says almost a foot of sun in my place. Probably not going to make it to work. Y'all stay safe out there. That's funny. I was not going to make it to work. That's funny. Freeport cam starting to show some weather. Freeport. All right, I'll take a look real quick. Janelle being our eyes and ears out there. Is that the YouTube camera, Janelle? Oops. Down there. I love these training cams. But put that link down in the chat, Janelle. I'll take a look at it. There's Flowsmore, Galesburg, Illinois, Blue Island, Illinois. Well, I tell you one thing: if they work at Cellcross, Illinois, they got a lot of good webcams up there. A lot of good railroad cams there. Oh, it's a sky cam. Oh, all right. Medline yacht. All right. Okay, guys. I'm going to go ahead and shut this down. 11 o'clock. I wanted to do a couple hours. Glad we had a little cover, a little interaction here. And good stuff. I can't promise. I really can't because I can't control what's going on this afternoon. But I hope to do a little more on this. And so it's fun to do. If we get a couple more mornings like this where we got some stuff going on, I think I might prefer to do a live broadcast because I like interacting with you guys and doing the talks. And we just hit our 100 views right now. So excellent timing on that. So again, I appreciate you guys checking out the channel. If folks are coming in after the fact, hopefully they do the like thing and subscribe to the channel if they kind of like our little weather coverage here. But we'll see you guys a little bit later. Y'all be good out